Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. And hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 Hey! Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What's your tea, darlings? It's another glorious day, my darlings. As you know what time it is, I know you have all of your crumpets together. Because, darlings, it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's up? Before we get anything started, today is the birthday of a special guest of ours. Y'all know we had him on the show a while ago, and we debuted his EP. Okay, who was Theo? Y'all remember him? Mr. I Said What I Said and Carried On, and everything about that when we listened to his entire EP here. Today is his birthday, darling. So I want to make sure that we send out fabulous, happy birthday to who is Theo, my new little nephew, and Carried On, honey. He's preparing to take him a little vacay. He's on his way to California, so he should be either resting right now or on his way to the airport when I talked to him earlier today. So he's going to go have some fun and relaxation, darling. So happy birthday, my fellow Piscean, and carrying on. So, darling, that there was that. I want y'all to keep this day, circle this calendar. This day on your calendar, because we, as the alphabet children, particularly Black alphabet children, March 17th, yes, March 17th, I want you to circle that day. Why? Because that there is the birthday of Mr. Bayard Rustin. Okay? Bayard Rustin. If you don't know who he is, I'm going to implore you to do your history and research that name. I technically like to call him the architect, okay, of the civil rights movement and the march on Washington and carrying on. He is to the civil rights movement what Little Richard is to rock and roll, honey. Point blank. So every time we have the argument of that the civil rights movement and LGBT shouldn't be in the same sentence, well, darling, the March on Washington, honey, was started and constructed and it was orchestrated by a Black gay man. Yep. So with that being said, save that date, because it is my hope, it is my prayer that we as the alphabet community would treat that for the holiday that it is. We may not be able to get a national holiday recognition out of this, but we as the alphabet children need to do our own, and we need to celebrate it like we do everything else. Martin Luther King weekend has nothing to do with LGBT partying, but we done made that into something, right? Y'all done made that into a fucking institution. I know y'all love to flock and travel because it's a holiday. Well, I think we need to salute some of our heroes and sheroes And March 17th, Bayard Rustin's day, birthday, is one of those days that I would like to see us proclaim as a national holiday for our community. You know what I'm saying? And we need to make sure that we honor that and we do more than just have. I know that they've been doing prayer breakfasts and carrying on, but I would like to see us take that day. That day, Marsha P. Johnson's birthday, Sylvia Rivera's birthday, Audre Lorde's birthday, Barbara Jordan's birthday, and a few others. I'll go down the list later. But I'm just sitting up there saying these are some of the holidays that we need to embrace and celebrate, and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm gonna put another one up there, honey. Her name is Lucy Hicks. Lucy Hicks, honey. For those of you who don't know who that sister was, Google her, honey. It'll surprise you. The fact it'll shock the shit out of you. Because she was a black trans woman, honey, from way back in the day, honey, who was legally married to her husband until they clocked her T. Okay. Research her. But that there needs to be, we need to have our own special holidays that are for our community, and whether or not they're nationally recognized or whatever, to where we're marking them on the calendar and folks getting the time off from work and all that jazz, that's not necessary for me. I need for us to just know our history, and to celebrate those who have paved the way for us. They're our ancestors and things. So that there was that. So that's my little PSA announcement right now. Ha 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 ha. Yes, Lucy Hicks Anderson. So that there was that. If you come on up in here, honey, come on up. Pull up a chair, honey, or sit down on the couch. Make sure, honey, that you got your teacups and your sauces, whatever, because we're about to dish this tea up in here. Today's show, I titled today's show, Honor Thy Mother and Thy Father, right? But does that include Big Mom and them too? Huh? Does that include them too? And the reason why I'm asking this is because, child, let me do this. Nick, I'm gonna bring you in just a minute because I saw your face, girl. I was at the Walmart just a few moments ago, and I got there, and I was really going to go look for some shelves. I told y'all my house looks like a storage unit, literally. Okay, there's no exaggeration to it. It's a fucking mess. Okay, and I mean that, and I want you to think of. I'm not necessarily hoarders. I ain't hoarders. Those extreme cases, but I ain't close to a bitch. Watch your mouth. But then don't let that be your worst case scenario, honey. But think of somebody who is in a disarray, and I always like to say a storage unit, honey, that was hit by either a thunderstorm or Katrina, and however, yeah, think of it like that. Okay. And part of it is depression and things, because there's some things going on personally, with my son and stuff. And the stuff that I need to clean up is a lot of his stuff, to get him together, and to, he keep telling me to go ahead on and throw this away or throw that away, and blah, 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 blah. And I just have not made myself do it, because I'm stuck. But nonetheless, I went to go look for some shelves because I'm trying to put my music up, and just that nothing. Well, when I got there, I'm hearing this woman hollering at kids, right? I'm hearing her, put it down. I said don't touch it no more. What I tell you, right? Now I'm hearing all this, and I'm like, oh, this has not, okay. Then I got to wonder, well, how many kids does she have? Because she just sounded like she just hollering to be hollering. And I want y'all to think of those movies where we see movies, and parents and stuff are just hollering at badass kids, and instead of popping them, she just hollering, and the more she hollered, the worse they become. Well, I thought I had seen the light of day, honey, because I've been trolling around this Walmart, honey, for maybe about an hour. I always do when I'm in there. Wow. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm up in here. Baby, I done got to the checkout. Now I'm next to this thing, honey. I'm finna to get in and get out. So I thought, girls and boys, I have just set up there and I had to get a look at the woman because as soon as I got in line, I saw this child with all these kids, but she didn't say nothing. And all of a sudden, she started in again. Don't you put on that. I said, don't touch it. You gonna break it. Get yourself up off of that. Y'all gonna make me act up in here. I'm about to go off on y'all up in here. And I said to myself, what in the hell is going on? Right? And I'm trying, you don't want to be rude and, get into the woman's business. But, bitch, your business done became mine because you hollering. Okay? And you hollering at these damn kids. And, I'm very old school. I'm like, fuck all that goddamn talking, honey. Somebody's ass would have been hit. I told you to sit your ass still. You move again. Act like you gonna move and I said don't, bitch. And I wouldn't have called him a bitch, but, it had that tone. Okay? It had that tone. Ain't no lie. It had the tone. I wouldn't have called my babies no bitches unless they were older, because now you understand what the fuck I'm saying. And see, with kids, and my nieces and nephews will tell you, if I ask you something and you repeat back to me what the hell was said to you, then that means you heard me the first motherfucking time. That's ass whooping. I ain't got to keep talking to you, motherfucker. I don't have to keep talking to you. Okay? So that was my whole thing. So I got all that, bubbling inside me, right? Just bubbling. I'm like, oh, come on. I only had the one person in front of me. I'm like, child, come on. So I get them up out of here. Let this woman be with her kids. Because I'm counting maybe 6 or 7 of them, right? Well, one of the girls who work at the store, she say, she come over and now they're trying to hurry folks out. So she said, all of y'all, she said, come on over here to register one because y'all are my regular customers. Y'all come on over here. And she said, stay over there with your grandmama. I said, wait, that's the grandmama? And my cashier started laughing. And I was trying not to, I'm trying to keep my cool. Because I'm like, oh, I know damn well you didn't say that's the grandmama. Doing all that hollering, she doing too much motherfucking talking. Entirely too much. Okay? And then the girl said, she said, oh yeah, she said, yeah, that's the grandmother. I said, uh-uh, uh-uh. And so she looked at me and said she didn't want to laugh, so she turned away from me. Right? And I said, that don't make no sense. And then my cashier said, yeah, she's in here all the time. She come up here all the time, but usually she only has the older ones with her. It's unusual for her to have all the kids with her. I said, well, my God, today. And I had to grab my shit and hurry the fuck on up out of there because I'm like, girl, there is no way. Now you want to hit that. Now here's the holler. Y'all want to hear the holler? The holler is this: as I'm leaving, one of the fat little boys look up at me. He said, "Oh, you fat." He say, "Oh, you fat, man, you fat." And I looked right back at little bald head ass and said, "You are too." Oh, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said, "You are too." He walked away. He went back, and I kept on walking. So, no, I'm the fuck I'm not. Okay. Come on up in here, Nick.
Y'all know how. Listen.
Girl.
what happened to the days when your mama or your grandmama told you the rules before the fuck you went in the store? And we knew better than to break them rules. What she say? We all the same age. Don't look at shit, don't touch shit, don't ask me for shit.
Right.
Unless it was one of them days where she say, I'm taking you in here, you can pick out what you want.
I said no,
And
ma'am.
a grandmother?
A grandmother.
Listen, kids who ain't scared of their mothers are usually terrified
Terrified
of the
of the
fucking
grandmother.
grandma. When
Right.
you was just sitting in my house. Cole, Lily said something to Cole on the phone. What Cole do? Bring the
Right.
phone down the steps. She said, now you said you was going to do what? You ain't
Right.
hear me say nothing else, did she?
Right.
Hey,
Right.
Uncle Mitch. That's what she
Right. Right. Okay,
get right
get
off
that.
that motherfucking subject. You understand?
Right. Right.
These some whole new breed of motherfucking kids. It is not the
But
new
wait a
breed
minute.
of kids. It's not the new breed of
It's
kids.
it's not the kids' fault.
It's not.
It's not the kids' fault. See, because you going where I'm going with this. Because the question becomes, because looking at her, she's about our age. You know, she's in our age bracket.
Right.
The grandmama.
So
Okay.
she still should have the old school teachings.
Hello.
At least.
She know what it is. And let me say this. I'm gonna say this because I don't want folks to think that, advocating, beating somebody's ass or whatever, the way how we
Nope.
were, is the answer.
Because you don't have to when you have that
Because you don't have,
understanding.
exactly. You
We
don't
didn't
have
have to get
to
our asses beat. I didn't get
all
my
the
asses
time.
beat. I believe, I remember 2 beatings, but I think I got 3 in my entire life. I didn't have to get my ass beat because it was, listen, don't do this. Motherfucker, I don't want
Boom.
my ass beat. I know, like, my brothers and them, they didn't give a fuck. They was boys, and it was like, fuck it, I'll take the ass whooping, whatever. But I tell you where they didn't act the fuck up at. Not no motherfucking store. And you damn sure ain't amp up at grandma's. You did not do that.
Oh, honey.
You did not do that. That's why most kids don't like to go to
Grandmama's house, because they can't.
You can't get away
You
with
can't
shit
cut up.
at
Okay,
grandma's.
right.
What your grandmother said, I ain't your goddamn mother. I'll whoop your ass.
See? Right.
And grandmama actually don't have to whoop your ass. You so terrified of the ass whooping that she may give you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Especially when you sit up there and say, oh, that's my mama's mama. Or my daddy's. That's my daddy's mama.
My grandma
right.
and my aunt pretty much raised me, right? And
right.
y'all know my aunt mother passed away a couple years ago. But even with my mother, her sister, if my mother called me right now and say there's something wrong, I pick up the phone and I say, go see what's going on with your grandmother. Ain't nobody gonna say shit back to me. One of them is getting in a motherfucking car and they're going to go see what's going on with grandma. I don't give a fuck if you get over there and all it is she don't know how to work her phone. Well, fucking fix it. Show her how to use it and be mad later. But you better talk your shit when you leave out the door.
Right.
You better not say shit to her. My little cousin, my aunt mother had custody of my little cousin.
Uh-huh.
And she, this boy being disrespectful. As they get older, my kids like, well, dad, grandmama, had that been us, we'd have been half dead. But I get it because I got a little bit more lenient when Molly came along. Mm-hmm. And I remember reaching over one day, I pulled them over. I said, listen, I know you got shit you want to say, but you want me to tell you what to do to keep me from sending my sons over here to fuck you up? He said, huh, Aunt Nikki? I said, say it when you get outside, dumbass. Because if she got to call me, I'm calling them. I ain't telling you not to have your feelings. What I'm saying is don't be disrespectful. Mumble all that shit when you get down the steps, down the street.
How about that?
You motherfuckers just ain't smart. Y'all think we ain't have the same goddamn thoughts? We ain't even think the shit in front of them because we thought they could read.
Because we thought, but hello, I would get out of my head. See, that's one of them. That's one of the things. Got out of my head. Because that's what it was. I heard you thinking it. You better
exactly. What the fuck? Because it be
okay, come here.
Especially if you like us.
Right.
if you empathic, the shit be on your face any
Yeah.
motherfucking way. So you're
Yeah.
gonna show it.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I told him, I said, I'm not telling you not to feel how you feel. I'm just saying, if she gotta call me, then I gotta call them. So do the shit when you get out the door down the street.
Right.
Because I feel you with the kids in Walmart, because I told you a couple weeks ago I was in Aldi. The baby about 3 or 4, maybe, I don't know. Little kids all look the same to me now. And this little girl is throwing the tantrum of her motherfucking life for about a good 30 minutes. Because, Meech, you know I ain't like you. Meech will browse in the store. That's why we don't go shopping together.
Right.
His ass, I'm going in there to get what the fuck I went to get. Like, we got to say, we just browsing.
Right.
And I'm cool with that. But if I know I'm just going to go shopping, I know already in my head what I'm getting. I know where it is. I'm going to get it. I'm getting out. So I'm in Aldi, and I was in there a little bit longer than I normally would be, because I was looking for stuff. Because y'all know, if y'all shop at Aldi, you know Aldi don't always have the same shit every time. So sometimes you might have to look, ask a few people. Might be some lazy motherfuckers don't want to go in the back and get shit, whatever, what have you, right? This baby is falling out. But I look and I see there's nothing wrong with this child.
Right.
So I'm assuming, okay, she don't want to be in a little buggy thing. Okay, get it. But the mother is acting like she don't see this damn child. Bitch, your child gave me a headache. And I ain't even mad at your child. I'm mad at you.
I'm mad at you. Right.
Because remember when kids with you just lean over a little bit. If you don't shut the fuck up,
right,
take your ass in the bathroom. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Right.
And then when you get that,
right.
It was so bad that they got to the register, and the guy at the register wasn't that old. He had to be like my son's maybe like 30 something, like early, maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at that baby and said, "Hey, use your words." And you could tell that don't nobody ever say nothing to the child. Because that little girl turned around, she shut up, she said,
right.
I turned around, I said, this woman needs her ass whooped.
Right.
Because if you don't teach them when they're little, and that don't always mean you gotta whoop their ass. You so ignorant. Look, it don't always mean you gotta whoop their ass, because at home, when you teach them, no, you can't have that, and then they go to fall out and all kinds of, you pop that ass a couple good times, and y'all know me, I'll pluck the shit out of a fucking baby. Sure the fuck will pluck my damn grandkids all the fucking time. I told y'all, you remember me?
How about that?
That little one was here, her little ass roll. I tell her every time. That little girl roll her eyes at me like it was a fucking Olympic sport, and she had just won the gold, and I plucked the motherfucking bullshit out of her ass. And what make it so bad is my son called right after. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I just plucked the fucking shit out your goddamn daughter." He was cracking up, because you already know that I'm not going to hurt
How about that?
I love your kids. He said, "Bob, what she do?"
Right.
And I told him the same thing I just told y'all. I said, what the fuck do a 2-year-old got to be that fucking mad at? That she rolling her eyes at motherfuckers.
Right.
But you readjust the behavior. And you do that at home. See, it's this thing nowadays where motherfuckers don't want to tell their kids no.
Right.
So you don't know how the fuck they gonna act when you out in the street, and you gotta tell them no, and then they showing the fuck out. See, y'all know we old school. You get your ass whooped where the fuck you fucked up at.
Well, you cut up, okay.
You get wore out where you show out.
You get wore out where you show out, honey. Hello. Now wait a minute, honey. Hold on, because see,
brother, he said,
hold on.
My brother said, "Whoop that ass."
And then, hold on, because we got someone up in here who calls himself Hell Shaking Street Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that's wicked.
Now go back to the earlier comment.
Wait a minute. Okay, this one. Beating your kids is a sin. Show them the words of God.
The words of God
okay.
I said, spread around for the child. Amen.
Okay, well, hold on for a second. Now, Mr. Hell Shaking Street Preacher.
Yeah, that dude.
Okay.
Is that
what we're going to
in your hand, eh?
No. 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 What we're going to do is this.
You got it.
Because I understand that you are a devout Christian according to your posts. But what I want you to do is this. If you're going to share the word, that you said what you had to say. Now, from this point on, I'm not expecting to go back and forth with you about biblical preachings and teachings and carrying on, because all of that
it
is
seems to me
subjective.
that you only pulling out the parts that you want to pull out.
All
And
of
if you
this
notice,
is
what we said was you won't have to whoop their ass if you teach them at home.
right.
Now let me
But
get
hold
to
on.
let me get to my point. See, oh, he frees up.
But what I don't want is for this to be an exchange and you sitting up here spouting Bible scriptures and wanting to put folk in hell, because we're not going to do that.
Because by the time we
We're
get
not
done,
going
you're
to
gonna
do
be
that.
calling me a witch.
What I want you to do is be able to, if you got an opinion, if you have an opinion, stress your opinion. But I don't need no Bible belt up in here and we going to sit down here because you want to praise the Lord. If you want to go into midnight service, I suggest you're on YouTube, start your own service, praise and worship. I got somebody over here that'll be your praise and worshp leader. Yes. Go ahead on and do that.
And please try Jesus. Don't try me, because this ain't
okay. We're not gonna do all that, because see, you're about to bark up a tree. Okay, that need not. Okay, we don't have to go through all of that, because see, then it's going to get personal. And when it comes down to belief and God and all of that is personal and it's subjective. Everybody believes differently. Even if y'all on the same wavelength, all of that, what you just said, is going to be partaken very differently. And we don't need to go up that tree. So now I've said my piece very cutely, because if I have to say it again, it ain't going to be just cute.
That's when he coming out the bag and we right behind him.
Okay. So be cute.
This is not I said what I said Sunday. So
no, but I'm still in birthday season, and you forget the name on this motherfucking show. So that there is what it is. Okay, because as far as I'm concerned, I am the law right now.
Other shows too, and you're going to do the same goddamn thing.
Y'all ready now?
Okay, now, but go ahead.
Now, just about most of Nikki said was valid. Here's the point. You see why I'm holding this belt right here? Because this is how Rusa May used to do it, okay?
Oh,
my yaya, all right. My Gma, my abuela. Bottom line is, we going somewhere, right? Like Nikki said, she broke down the law off rip. What you not gonna do is the following.
Okay.
If you go there, then it will get there, okay? So here's the thing. Keep in mind, my grandma was no dum-dum, okay? She know about these laws out here, that you can't just be hell beating your kids in public like that. She ain't trying to deal with no police or none of that. But the way she set it up, she had no intentions on doing so, okay? So here it is. We get in the stove. We about 7, 8 deep, because she done got all the grandkids together. And grandkid 3 wants to act up. Now, you know, back in the day, they used to carry the big old purse, okay? Had everything up in that bad boy. So Granny knew, she knew about that one child. She know it's always that one child that's going to act the fool, no matter what I say.
Brother William, yeah.
So that being said, what she does at that point, she reaches and said her purse and pulls out her handy-dandy belt that she got from Grandpa. And so once the kid turns around and want to know what Granny thinking, she ain't had to say a word. She just holding this belt just like I'm doing now.
How about that?
Now, yeah, she done told us, look, if this belt come out, I look at it like back in the day in the Wild Wild West when you had the gun. If you pulled your gun, you was using your gun, okay?
Right.
So if you see this belt, that means go ahead, keep acting a fool.
Exactly.
Because you already in trouble. I already pulled out the belt, so somebody getting it. And see, the other thing is, Granny set it up to where, okay, everybody accountable for everybody else. So when Granny had to pull the belt out,
we go.
If one of y'all act up,
that's when we taking Cuz to the side like, Cuz, you got us fucked up. You know what Granny said? She said, if one of us act up, we all taking the L, bruh. We all getting the ass
over here in this corner right quick.
Because let me tell you what happened. Thanksgiving. He in there playing in the living room, and somebody then tore up the plastic on the couch. Granny's new couch.
No.
And she was not for the dumb shit, okay? She said, who tore it up? Didn't nobody want to snitch, huh? Everybody lined up.
Of course.
Exactly. You
That's right.
All 16 nieces, cousins, grandkids, and then we not all take that ass whooping with our parents in attendance. And I wish they would have said shit to Granny. She would have jumped up and knocked their motherfucking ass out too. My granny, at that point, my granny was 5'4", about 325, and she was for all the smoke. Anybody could get it.
You think I ever said something with my mother?
I wish one of them would have been like, don't be beating on my baby like that. They could have got some of this too. And she proceeded to beat us all. And she said from that point on.
Look at your mother and be like, what you got to say?
Oh, Pat didn't say shit.
Okay.
Well,
in the car, she was like,
that
her ass get next time you better tell. But yeah, in the end, like you said, no good whooping to do it. That would have killed all of that. So next time you know better.
Red is here. I'm gonna bring Red in a minute because I want to play this next clip. Now, I was supposed to be doing this on our last show, but the last show got heated. And
you mean when you start fucking motherfuckers out?
Yeah. Okay. And I was supposed to be doing this particular clip, but it fits into all of this here. I don't know if you guys seen this, but let me play it. And Red, I'm gonna bring you in right after this.
Fucking it, and I got corona. Yeah, what's up? Fuck you too. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? My property. Put your hands on me. You about to get your ass beat. Now you about to get beat the fuck up. Yeah, now you about to get beat the fuck up. Now you about to get beat the fuck up. What's up?
You don't touch my property. You don't buy it. You don't buy it.
I don't give a fuck.
I bought it. I work hard for it.
You're not in the middle of nowhere.
So
what's up? Hell no.
Okay.
Now you know me and Nikki. You know me and Nikki could talk about this one.
Let me bring Red in.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he. You ready? I'm gonna unmute your mic. Hey, unmute the mic. Oh, well, unmute the damn mic.
Fuck. Mother, how y'all doing?
Hey,
what up, bro?
Yeah,
in the building.
Yeah. How you doing, Meech? Fuck you. Look,
basically.
How you doing, Eric? Long time no see.
Yes, bro. Too long, my friend.
Yeah. Shout out to Nikki up there with a good cooking ass. How you doing?
I ain't cook nothing though.
All right, well, fuck you. Okay.
Fuck me too.
Anywho,
disrespectful motherfuckers come from, Red.
Who in the fuck is your 50 ass talking to? Huh? You dissed all. You put in a request for an opinion.
Oops.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be that type of night tonight. Okay, then.
Fuck you up.
Fuck you and the Liberty Bell. Look.
Oh my.
Shit you want.
Wait, let me clutch you out.
Somebody's goddamn kids. No, and by the way, I blocked I blocked out Hell Shaking Street Preacher.
What you say?
I said, but why
you blocked him? Oh man.
Yeah, I blocked him because no, he done started on that shit. Now I'm not finna go. No.
What?
No, Hell Shaking Street Preacher was in on the YouTube page.
And Big Red here too. He could have got all the smoke.
No, I no, because
Meech.
I'm trying to go there today.
Me.
Okay.
I feel.
Yeah.
Sometime you have to sit back and be quiet and allow me to whoop their ass.
Or me. But since he's here, both of them are here. I'd have even been quiet.
You understand? Huh?
Right.
You got to look at what's going on here.
Okay, baby.
Let me give you a scenario of what's happening on the screen right here. Okay? There's nothing more delicious than Chicago deep dish pizza or a Philly cheesesteak. But in order to have the acquired taste for it, you have to go to Hitsville, USA to get the temptation.
Nice.
Do it.
Nice.
You the whole motherfucking equation up here.
Right. Okay.
But I still need to know why the fuck you cussing me out though. Why you choose me to make your analysis and all kinds of ignorant shit? Why me?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. They bringing that crack bell.
You ignorant bastard. That's why I got your look. I got your fucking cookies that make you want you. I'm about to go eat them.
Yeah, I got you some Girl Scout cookies.
Ooh, hold on now.
Today's Big Red sipping tea moment is brought to you by Stella Rosa.
Oh. Everybody's drinking tonight? What the fuck? I'm about to go up.
Not Stella Rosa.
What
okay.
Allow me.
Look at this fool. I'm done.
Oh my.
Yo.
Okay.
Huh? Yes, ma'am.
Nay.
Hey.
I miss Red.
Red messing with me. I ain't even do nothing.
He been bothering me all day. I'm gonna beat him.
Cussed me out and talked
I'm
about
sorry,
the
you got your
Liberty
wine?
Bell, girl. He talked about the crack in the Liberty Bell. We ain't even do nothing there.
To the bullshit. To the bullshit.
I got your
okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you got your wine. You get the fuck on working over.
This motherfucker
back in the house.
Are you saying it on thing so everybody can see that?
And you gonna do what?
Finna stand right here, get on your nerves.
Who gonna check me?
Check.
Boo.
Okay.
You look you're trying to fast tonight because I would have beat you up. Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready to get back into it.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Come on, Meats. What you waiting on? Ain't this dishing tea with Big Meats? What you waiting on?
He's on one tonight.
He is for the shits.
Or with it.
Okay.
That's why you should have let him get that man that was in them fucking comments. You shouldn't have blocked his ass.
Oh, he be back in 5 minutes.
Hey, he must be moving kind of slow because ain't no peanut butter Alabama sandwiches around this motherfucker this weekend.
Nope. Nope.
I forgot you got that as your thing. You get my nerves.
Bernie.
Okay, you want to go there, right?
Talk to him, Bernie.
Okay. Listen. No. Because you don't have alligator and shit and things and all of that. You know, don't do it. Don't do it. We're talking about these damn cheerings, okay?
Yeah,
we're talking about the cheerings.
Let's get them.
And these motherfucking kids, what is it about us wanting to? Did we lose it? Where is the disconnect here? That respect and valor are not virtues that have been taught and have been passed down to where now you got these little teenagers right here feeling as though it was okay for them to assault their Uber driver or Lyft driver, whichever one he is. Okay.
And video.
And then want to videotape it and put it up on the YouTube and everything. When you, number one, there are 3 young females against this one adult male who at any given point could have snapped and killed all their asses. You know?
That would have been me. Kill 3 bitches,
right.
$200.
You know what I'm saying? And
Black
carry on. Where is it? And then on top of it, why is it that we don't have parents who will check this behavior? Because I'm sure that once the parents found out, all they gonna hear is a story, and then you go sit there and run your motherfucking mouth about how you better not put your hands on my kids.
That part.
Imagine that.
Okay. And what bothers me is that, see, now, okay, here we go. And I want to take the shirt off so bad. What bothers me is that then we will have the power to the people children who will see some shit, and because they would think as though this parent or whatever wasn't acting black enough or responding in the way that black folks would respond, if you came in and said, okay, let me assess the situation first, yada 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 yada, versus coming up in there, bitch, don't you put your motherfucking hands on my kids again, and you bet instead of coming in like that, you would have those power to the people children who would sit down there and say they were anti-black, and oh, you're not strong enough, and oh, you didn't sit down there and handle your business. How you gonna sit down there and let the oppressor or somebody else tell you about your kids? See, that bullshit there, it ties into itself and it becomes this whole nasty ass spiral of nothing, where it fortifies this kind of bullshit ass behavior. Because if the parents come in neck rolling and shit, or if the dads, if they got fathers in their lives, or whatever man happened to act in that parental role, if they come in and take this aggressive stance and want to kick somebody's ass, everything is supposed to be okay, and it doesn't teach the kids nothing. What it does is reinforce that negative behavior, because now that shit becomes rewarded.
Okay, let's call it what it is, Meech. All right, because all of us in the same age bracket here. Let's call it what it is. The doggone poison was infected in the generational doggone explanation of how you're supposed to teach kids and how you raise them up in the villages, doggone come together as one. This is where the poison comes from, when the grandparents started becoming the parents.
Well,
and in the midst of the grandparents becoming the parents, thus we were flooded with crack in the urban communities.
Right.
Now you have the grandparents being parents and the parents becoming crack people distributing to the crack babies. Now you got a whole thing of crack babies. All this started in the 80s.
Come on.
Right.
When they were trying to shut down, they was trying to depopulate the urban communities.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
So let's keep it 100. Okay.
Yeah.
Chill out.
And then, of course, the second part of that equation is the fact that suddenly now we got 1/4 of all our black men incarcerated, so that there's a lot of single parent households, so that mama got to be mama, daddy, still work, still take care of the house.
They say she got to work.
But see, that's where what Meech talks about all the time. That's where, okay, we have a percentage of demasculation in there when it comes to incarcerating all these black men, breaking down the doggone family structure in the black homes. Okay, if you take black men or leaders, you take black, not just black men, I'm gonna say minorities. You pull them from their homes, you incarcerate them, you break it down. See, you're starting to weaken the whole infrastructure of family.
Exactly.
Okay, and we all knew family, and we knew family as a village.
Right.
We were the last of the village kids.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we watched this entire thing break down and fall apart.
Right.
You got girls 13 having babies. And what they gonna do with a baby besides hand it to their mothers? Now you got the mother that's twerking at the club as a grandmother.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
When Yaya ain't 60 no more, Yaya is 35.
Yeah. And now she's stressed out. She smoked the pipe. She can't do it, so her mama got the baby. So now you got everything from grandmamas and great grandmamas raising little babies.
Right. Okay. Let me throw something in here, because here's a thought. Back in the day, when our grandparents were kids and our great grandparents were in their fertile days, and our ancestors, see, and that slavery mentality, or that Southern mentality, where, you know, because they were sharecroppers and it was okay for a 35-year-old to marry a 14-year-old and shit.
Speak on
okay. So it's not like this is nothing new. One of the things is what happened is the times have changed because, you know, we've got a little sense that said, no, you can't be doing this to these kids. Okay. But there are folks who still believe that once a girl starts her period, that she's in the child, she's now ready to bear children.
Yes.
And the whole idea is,
but we gotta think about this because I'm the woman here. My period started when I was 9 years old. So
I'm going there too.
Right, that's not saying that's
I'm going there. I'm going there.
So
because what happens is, you know, that there was when they were taking and raping our children, you know, because the whole idea was to make them breeders, to make them produce more so we can have more hands and more money so that, you know, they can grow up to be more field hands and we can make more money in this, that, and the other. Okay. At the same time of understanding that when times have changed and now we got laws in place that said this is no good. Now what has happened is what I call slave residue thinking, okay, is that we have allowed ourselves to still be sexually active and looking for love in all of these places to where we don't teach sexual education and we don't teach the importance of your body and carrying on, you know, to where now when hormones start and puberty starts, kids now are acting naturally because that's what the body is saying. You know, they've been around, they've been exposed to it because this is what men and women do, or men too, you know, however the dynamics are. Okay. Then we start having these babies. And the part that I want to make sure that we interject is not only do we have the kids just handing the baby over to the mama, it's the mama that sit down there and just take the baby and say, girl, you don't know what you're doing. Just give me this baby.
And you're not teaching them.
And not teaching them what to do. You know where I'm going. Not showing them, not giving them the responsibility, not teaching them how to be mothers. What you gave them was a free pass because now that you got that baby, she going out still doing herself. Don't know what it is to get up in the middle of the night to change to feed the formula or to change the diaper or just to rock the baby, because sometimes you just gotta rock, you gotta burp the baby. Sometimes the baby might have fucking colic, got gas on it, and you got to go and you got to work that out.
Right.
Okay. They don't know that.
Right. Because remember, when the babies are born and they talk about the importance of having that skin to skin contact with your child early on.
Yes.
The fact that when you breastfeed your child, you not only give them valuable nutrients in your breast milk, but you also give them that bond with you.
Bonding moment. That's right. That's right.
Growing up, and your mama, you barely know because you barely see that happen. And now you 8 and 9, and now mama decides she wants to be your mama. No, you ain't got no respect for her.
Right. And so now
that's what happens. That's
exactly. What happens. And so now we have where children, or at least our generation of kids, you know, we're I'm talking to us because this is our kids,
right?
You know, and our grandkids that's cutting the motherfucking food.
Come on,
that we keep talking about. These are our kids, sagging their pants, looking a hot mess. You know, there's our kids that we said it was okay because you smoking and carrying on with your kids, and so now they smoking around everybody. They're smoking in front of their elders. You know, they have no sense of respect,
right,
when it comes to the masses. You know, then when they get out, I said the other day, with Nikki when I was on her show, we are not sitting down there teaching our kids the value of understanding your family name. Remember when we were kids, you didn't go outside to make a fool out of them because you were gonna put something on the name. You don't disrespect your family.
Right.
Okay.
You better not embarrass me.
You better
not embarrass me.
Right.
I kept that on my kids too. I wish the fuck you would.
You know, and so we don't have that now, you know, because oftentimes the parents want to be goddamn friends. The parents saw the kids as the Cabbage Patch dolls and as, you know, this, that, and the other. It makes no sense to where, like I said in the beginning of this, I'm at Walmart and a grandmother is doing so much talking to these goddamn kids to where they have no respect of understanding that her word was law. And everybody in this, for the tellers, the agents to sit down there to tell me, oh, she coming here all the time. She usually don't have them all. She usually just has the older ones, you know. But yeah, she like this all the time, child. They always doing this. I'm like, wait a minute. So now, not only do everybody know how you are, your disrespectful grandchildren, honey, done now made a name for you to where now when you go in the store, they know what the fuck to expect.
You know, Mitch, you know how many times? You know how many times I have been in a grocery store atmosphere, right, and see a little kid acting stone ass, and the parent, the grandparent, or the parent is being passive, like, oh, don't. If you throw another thing on the floor, you can't have that. Well, wait till your father gets home. And they just stayed talking about, and then I heard one little boy one day and say, I don't give a shit. I'm like, he was like 5. Oh, I turned around and I looked at the lady. I said, ma'am, I said, excuse me. She was like, oh, I'm in your way. I said, no. I said, he's in our way.
Watch me.
Right.
I said, it's okay. And he's standing there looking like, what is he talking to her about? And I turned around and I said, take that out that basket and put it back on the shelf where you got it from. Now. And he was like,
exactly.
Right.
What I said over at Aldi.
And I told him, I told him I'm gonna be in every aisle in this store shopping. If I hear her ask you to do something more than once again, we going outside in the parking lot, buddy.
Right.
Hands on the front of that car, so straight ahead, like shit. I don't know who this big nigga is, but I don't want none of that.
Right. Okay. Let me go to this because Amy put up something I think is very valid.
Excellent point.
I don't think anyone has figured out how to instill respect after CPS came into effect. Respect obviously used to come from intimidation, spanking, corporal punishment in schools. Since the law has intervened in how we raise our children, schools can now tell parents how to raise their kids, and the government will take them away if you use your parents' methods.
Yep.
Okay.
From when they was little, because then they wouldn't even think to try that bullshit. Remember when people would say, hey Vince, hey Coach V, remember when they would say, I'm gonna call, and your mother say, well, call him.
Right. Listen, Esther Lorraine would grab the phone.
Come and get you.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. I think Tupac said it best. It makes no sense that we disrespect our black women. Why disrespect our black women since we got our game from a woman?
That part.
You know what? Listen.
As a woman.
Here's where it is. Okay, the whole idea of disrespecting black women. Let's go here for a minute. Okay, let's go here.
Yeah,
because see, part of that Pac said, yes, we live for that. We love that, right? That's the good part of what he's saying because we're sticking up for our black women and more so for our mothers and grandmothers and those who have been in the trenches and know what it is to overcome adversity when everything said that this was an utter failure. Okay, and our black women, those who understand what it is to be strong black women and don't have to go around saying I'm a strong black woman.
Mm-hmm.
A strong black woman takes care of the motherfucking business and don't have to announce how strong she is. Wonder Woman don't tell you how much she can lift. She just go up in there, kick ass, and it's done.
That motherfucker, thank you.
Okay, it's over. Okay, hell, sometimes she surprised her own ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what has happened is that now has become pretty words because again, my generation of black women have only let that be a song. They let it be something they can shake their ass to. They let it be something that sounds good, but they don't stand by it. Why? Because they have allowed for themselves to, they degrade their black men because of whatever the circumstance is. Okay. And when a man come into play to try to be there, to be some type of stability, the first thing you want to do is tell him how much of a man he ain't. Okay. And how strong you are and this, that, and the other. So a lot of this that we have, women have the strength that they have, they don't claim their own bullshit because they have allowed themselves to become their own casualty. The black man have become a casualty because of the system. Then the black woman have allowed the system to make her a casualty because she stood up there and made it so that she could have did this by herself. But
yeah, that's me right there.
Okay, yeah, because she could have done this by herself. Okay, I don't need no man. Okay,
but see, you write scripts, right?
Yeah.
This is the perfect, and Eric gonna feel me on this. This is the perfect scene in a play.
Yeah.
I'm finna be a woman in those times in a play. I'm finna give you a quick script.
Okay.
Eric, what you mean I need you in my life? I don't need you in my life. You ain't been here. Since you ain't been here, I got TANF. They give me money with my food stamps. We feed the kids. And the government is paying the bills around here. I'm on Section 8. What do I need with your money when my rent is $4? Huh? Child support? What you mean? I got wait for the baby. You want to come around now? And she started talking. I'm trying to figure out where you fit in. If Uncle Sam has given me everything I need to raise my family.
Well, you still need this.
But
if I could take that change and go to Starship.
Right. Okay, I got one of those in the drawer.
They wrote us off. They wrote us off.
Hold on, right quick.
Go ahead.
A quick shout out to my friend in Nigeria that's watching the show this evening. We are international this evening, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, well, all right. Well, you know,
in the morning.
Who is it?
And they getting up just to watch the show. So yeah, I appreciate you.
Who is it?
One of our people from Bigo.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying.
I'll tell you about that.
Oh, it's okay. I thought it might have been Chief because I invited him to.
No, not Chief.
Okay. So nonetheless, you know, we have that. And then when it comes down to raising kids, you know, we have this sense of, because I got to do this by myself, and because of this, the narrative that I want to paint here is this. We already know what the feel-good shit is. We already know what the PowerPoint is as far as needing us to reclaim our black men. Black men need to be, you know, reclaim their place and this, that, and the other. But black women also need to provide a space and step down or step back so that the man can reclaim the place. Number one. Number two, when it comes down,
he has to be willing to understand. First, she has to be taught. She has to be taught that, girl, they did all this to keep him out.
Right.
She has to be taught that, and she has to understand that and know that. If she's not going to understand why they do all this, then there's no point.
It's no, but here's the flip side of that coin is, for men who know that, men need to stop using that to a motherfucking to an advantage, because the dudes that know that, they slide in the DMs and shit, because now it's all about balling and shot calling and all that kind of shit. Dude, you got lazy ass motherfuckers who living off the check.
Yes.
See, so what we have here is a cycle and a system. That mentality, we got to find out where to break that shit, because now it's affecting the kids. Because as I started this off, honor thy mother and thy father. Does that mean Big Mama too? Because mom and daddy, how do you honor them when they're not giving you the tools? Right. All they showing you is how to hustle and how to be a goddamn hoe. Okay. Now, for those of y'all who don't like me calling y'all hoes, let me give you the reason why.
You only mad if it applies to you, honey.
If you sitting up here and the only time you let that man come around you is when he got a motherfucking check because you trying to get your bills paid, you need a light bill, you need your nails done, the kids need school clothes or whatever, and the only time you see that motherfucker's when he got a check, bitch, you hoeing.
Use a hoe.
You're tricking,
okay,
honey.
you hoeing.
You are tricking. Call it
okay. Ain't no way of getting around that, baby.
Be ashamed about it, because if that's what you're doing.
No, exactly.
You know what though? Hey, fair trade ain't no robbery. Okay.
My grandma said, if you're gonna do something, don't be ashamed.
Listen, here's where it is. Call it what it is, but don't sit up there and let the game sit down there and swallow you up. Ain't that y'all watch motherfucking what's the girl make the money, don't make the money make you?
Oh, Players Club.
Right,
okay.
right.
Players Club.
Excellent choice of references. Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Okay, make the money, don't make the money make you. Okay, so if that's the motherfucking hustle, bitch, then don't sit down there and play damsel in motherfucking distress and then say you want a man, and then the man that you keep choosing are these little assholes that only thing they got is money and dick. They can't offer you no future. Well, they don't offer you nothing. And then your kids
get the dough. Uncle First and Third is here.
Okay. You better.
No, I'm not with you. I'm gonna go to the comments. I'm gonna go to the comments, child. I'm gonna go to the comments. Also, I want to add, conservative and religious beliefs and ideas are so oppressive that they are keeping proper sex and drug education out of schools, not providing proper health care to the woefully uneducated teen parents, and removing support from everyone who has premarital sex or uses drugs. I can't fuck with that, Amy, because that there is where it is. Now, that is so profound because here's where it is. You keep saying that we are a Christian nation. This is a Christian nation. This is a Christian nation. And we keep saying that we want to be living on biblical principles. Okay. But yet, the most basic of basics is men and women coming together to procreate. That's what you keep throwing down my motherfucking throat, telling me that I'm sinning because I can't procreate. At the same time, you keep saying that man and woman are only supposed to do this when they're married. But yet you have not set up here and established when that's supposed to happen, or whatever the case may be.
And who the hell tell you if somebody married or not? Because back in the day, wasn't no motherfucking papers for y'all to make money off of. When people stood in front of their friends and family and with God, when black people ain't had, when y'all ain't even want us to really be married, and they jumped over a motherfucking broom. Who are you to tell me that I'm not married?
Well, see, so you have all of this, and the basic naturalness of life is for two people to come together. And for those who are heteroattractional and are able to procreate, that's what happens. So we have all these babies and all these kids and these children here. And yet at the same time, you say you don't, abortion should be legal. You say this, you say that, but nobody goes to pick up these babies from the orphanages for those who don't have the abortion and they have the kids. The kids are in the system. Nobody sits up there and give decent, adequate parenting classes, because when Big Mama take the baby from the girl, they don't sit down there and show her what to do. How about this? There's nobody to tell the boy how to be a motherfucking father.
That part.
Huh?
That part,
because it's always the girl. The girl is the one who ends up having to get the baby. If they're not married, the girl is the one that had the baby. And even in this world, you sit down there and say the man's supposed to be the one to make the baby, to make the bread and be the breadwinner. He go out to work. The women are supposed to raise the children. Nobody teaches him how to be a goddamn father. They teach him how to be an ogre. All he does is bark orders. He don't know nothing about loving, caring relationships or whatever.
Remember when the mother would get tired, wait till your father come home.
Right.
Now you want this man to come in there to beat somebody's ass. He wasn't even there for that shit.
Right.
Now that's why they looking at him like he motherfucking crazy, because you just coming in whooping somebody's ass. You don't even know what the fuck happened. You just
right.
When you're
nothing. Exactly.
fathers who, you know, you hear people to say, well, I come from a 2-parent household, but it was actually one because my father was never there. Oh, he was there financially. You know, I knew who he was. He lived in the house, but when did you? He's basically a weekend dad because that's the only time you see him is on his off day.
Yeah, because by the time he came home,
Meech, you made a point about the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
This is my perspective on the whole thing. There's many types of hoes in the world.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You got your crack hoes, you got your loose hoes, you got your free hoes, you got your mandated hoes. Your mandated hoes are the ones that are hoeing by paper. Those are the ones that are married. Yeah, those are the ones that are married. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you giving it up.
Those are legal hoes.
Whether you got that piece of paper or not.
When you fucking and you're busting the nut, oh God, you're looking straight up, you're looking at the roof that's provided. So use a hoe. All right. You got what's that? What's the living arrangements? Friends with benefits.
I heard a girl on Bigo yesterday say, she said this was so good. She said, yes, I'm going out to do some whole shit tonight. And before y'all start talking shit to me, let me tell you what whole means to me. She said, I'm gonna be happy over everything. Whole shit. That's what I'm doing. I said, yes, baby. Yes.
Let's hey, I'm doing this you know how I am. You know how I am. I don't let the niggas get away because there's a lot of whole ass niggas out here.
Oh yeah.
And come on now, because you know I'm going there. You know I'm going there.
I don't do that because there's a lot of niggas out here that ain't even fucking till tax season.
Woo!
Baby. Wait a minute. And wait. Come on, Red, because you know we got to get the street niggas right. They say, well, come on, girl, just let me get it. If you give me this, and then I can flip it and blah blah blah, and then you don't see his ass.
Oh yeah.
Again.
And flip right up the bed and out of town. Exactly.
That's Ray math.
Okay.
Ray come back
Big plus your tax money plus flipping equals nothing but a wet ass.
Cause Ray done told you after that. After you done took your motherfucking money, Ray say, well, you know they locked me up. They took everything I had.
Anywho, wait a minute. I need to go here because I have a 17-year-old in here that asked a question.
Yeah, we got all kind of people in the house tonight.
Children in here.
Yeah, hold on. But Amy said those same beliefs will inhibit single mothers because religious conservative beliefs and ideas focus on the patriarchal model. Exactly. And at any time that patriarchal model is questioned or is under attack, they get very defensive because now it's all about now as Judge Joe Brown says, the state of manhood is being questioned or it's under attack because now he's supposed to be here to protect his family and being a man and being a man and being a man and being a man. But that model has to be tweaked. The model has to be tweaked because y'all heard me say this all the time. My mother told my daddy this, and I know many women have said this too. If you the head, I'm the neck.
That's right, and you can't move without me.
You can't move without me. Okay? So when she told that to my father, that pissed him off because that model is what I say goes. I'm the law of the land. I got the last word. My daddy said that to me and my brother. I would never forget this. I will never, ever, 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 ever forget that because it scared me. Because he said that the day after he and my mother got into one of them fights, okay, and he caught himself trying to clean up the room. My father's an excellent cleaner, by the way. I need to bring him down here to clean up my house. How about that? Anyway, Daddy. Oh, y'all don't hear me say that often, do you? Ooh.
Alabama. Oh, go ahead.
Anyway, he was sitting there and he was sweeping the floor, and he had tied the scarf on his head, you know. And he said that to me and my brother. He said, "Listen," he said, "I'm the man in the house, and what I say goes, and I make the final decisions. I get the last say what's going on up in here. And if it don't go my way, it don't go no way." And then he held his hand out because he wanted us to give him a 5. You dig what I'm saying? And we had to give him the fact. You know, he would never.
I'd have got my ass whooped because I'd have been like, so you the man of the house and what you say go. So about that rag on your head.
Yeah.
Okay. So be that as it may. Okay, we got John Hall III. Okay, I saw a birthday greeting up in here.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Birthday. John, belated birthday. Happy belated birthday, Shiro Hero teammate.
No. We don't do lates up in here. You're right on time, honey. You in birthday season, baby.
Right.
You in birthday season, sweetie.
Oh,
and you Pisces, come on. You know this is
that's one of your brothers.
Okay, come on now, the children. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find this other comment. That's why the government put in their heads, took the men out of the picture. Exactly. Okay. That's why we're trying to teach this generation how to become family oriented, but it's hard when nobody wants to stand up and do their parts. It's also hard when you don't. It's also hard when you don't know who the fuck the family is. If you got 16 baby mamas or 13 baby daddies and all these goddamn kids everywhere, you don't know what the food to call family.
Right. Oh, hold on. Red. The video you posted the other day, a little man, right then he knew he done fucked up.
Oh, child. Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Here it is. Big Meech, I respect you and everybody in the panel with much love to you, black brothers, and that sister. Two, I have a serious question for you, bruh. Why do you think we as blacks don't support each other? And then the second part is, like other races. I'm 17, by the way. Team Xbox. I like that name. That when I saw that name, honey, I said, okay, this is everything.
Out to me too.
Before I go to the men, can I give a quick thing? Because
we definitely need a quickie from you. Go ahead.
Never. First, we have been systematically trained to not trust each other, to not support each other, and so once we start realizing that is exactly what it is, now it is up to us to help you guys understand that so that it can finally start changing.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
That is what you call the true definition of slave mentality.
Right.
How about that? Hold on for a second. Baby, do me a favor. Come give me this Verner's over here real quick. Okay, because I got to sit down. I got to talk to the children, and I need some form of libation.
Massa, who's that nigga on that nanny?
Okay.
Come on.
Is Team Xbox? It is something that has been continuously perpetuated over and over and over again, because back when our ancestors and stuff were on the plantations and up under rule of thumb, anything that was about matriculation or growing or moving or doing better for ourselves, it became something that was a dividing piece, because if one had more than the other, okay, it was used as a divide tactic. Okay.
That house versus field.
Okay. You know what the house
remember,
versus field.
The field people always thought that the people in the house had it better. But what you don't understand is the motherfuckers in the house was getting raped on every 5 fucking minutes.
Exactly.
Couldn't sleep in their own bed because they
had to sleep by the door
of the motherfucking wife,
exactly.
of the master's wife. Or you can't take care of your own kids or breastfeed your own fucking kids because you gotta have milk for their kids.
Exactly.
So that was the thing a bit versus the field in the house. The field nigga always said, oh, that house nigga. But what they stopped and forgot to realize is that house nigga was getting it every which motherfucking way. And they was getting it first.
Right.
Because it took them a minute to get down there.
Right. And we can go back even further. Remember, when they first were taking the people from Africa, what it was one tribe didn't like the other tribe. Right. So what happens is these tribes fight, And then the white man comes along and be like, okay, you want to defeat this tribe? We're going to give you these weapons, blase, splee. Then you defeat this tribe, and we will take them away. So
that's how they was able to take us.
Exactly. So then what happens is it's still not enough slaves. So now they come and take the people from that tribe too. Now both of these tribes are together here in America, and that old beef from back in the day comes into play once they get here. And it goes from there.
Also, it has been shown to us by our Caucasian counterparts about what it means to trust. Okay, you know, and a lot of this has been perpetuated to us because as we started to adopt their ways and adopt their habits, as we started to become more Americanized, if you will, then we started turning on each other. Okay, we started turning on each other when we were when we were trying to fight for freedom. Okay, how you gonna sit down here and run away? We got everything here. We don't need to go nowhere. You know,
going?
We got that. Okay, and that's what. Now, none of us were there, but we seen in the films. We were told this. I was told this. My great grandmother was a slave. Okay, my great grandmother was a slave, and I had to listen to stories with her and my great grandfather. And when they became sharecroppers, and I had to listen to those stories. Okay, and then how you understood why they don't trust white folks. You know, because everything that was said to them became empty promises. And then black folks got in on the hustle. And when we thought that we were a family, we had empty promises. So now we done stopped doing this with one another because now I can't rely on you either. So then now we got this great old divide until we try to come together. And then when we do come together, everybody now want to fight for their slice of the pie or want title or want recognition over bullshit and don't never want to take care of the issue. Because we so busy fighting about whether or not we going to wear blue or red ties, okay, after March, okay, versus saying, no, y'all make sure y'all got on some gym shoes because we going to be marching for hours. Y'all need to make sure you're comfortable. Okay, we can make sure that we got the chicken over here and carrying on, blah, 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 blah.
That part.
Okay, those are issues because this is what we're marching for. This is what we're fighting. See, we got that. Then when we became where we started getting the jobs and this, that, and the other. Now you got those who, y'all watch Good Times, y'all not always go to Good Times. Those in the projects versus those who had houses and shit. Okay, those in the projects have always been seen as though y'all lazy, y'all don't want to do nothing. Okay, you're dropped out of school, you don't want to apply yourself. Okay, and those in the projects were like, no, I want to apply myself. I done got bored over here. They won't let me get over there because they're telling me that I'm not supposed to be there. Okay, if I do, I'm good with my hands. I'm trying to build my own business. If I'm sitting there fixing your TV and shit, now you want me to do it for free because, oh, that's Lorraine's boy.
Right.
You know, okay, or that's the family member. Or better yet, how about this? Just do it for the church and God will bless you. The Lord will give you. You understand? So now we have taken our own economy and we have marginalized our economy. So now we got all these different divides that done happened. That, as you heard us say already, when welfare was introduced, because now it's like, okay, we'll give you a handout. We'll get you here because we understand times are tough, but you got a man and the man can't be there.
He can't be here.
Right.
He can't be there. Now, what has happened is that we as blacks have now got into a system that has taken away the black man out of the family. But yet our Caucasian counterparts, they husband can be there. But to show you what the system is, not only can he be there, he's still considered to be the head of his household.
Yes.
Okay. He is still considered to be the head of his household. And as a matter of fact, the check and the food stamps come in his name, not hers.
And please remember, folks, as I constantly point out, most of these government-assisted programs, they would not be designed if they benefited solely Black
for
people.
us.
Exactly.
It was never for
Remember,
us.
Exactly.
They made
Well,
the adjustments
hold
for
on,
us.
hold on. If you look, if you really slick with it and you check the numbers, it's more of them on government.
More of them than it's us.
There's more of them,
And we've been
period.
telling
Of
them
course
that
there's
for the
more of them
longest
on
time.
government
You
assistance.
never thought it because those husbands get to stay in the house.
Right.
So in your mind,
Right.
you don't think that they get none of that shit.
Exactly.
Right.
And so now with this divide, now that we're here, crack done came in when they saw that the government wasn't working as far as food stamps and stuff was concerned. Then what they did, okay, now that the jobs became scarce and men couldn't work, now Black men were able to get a little something from the government. Okay, you give food stamps, you could either get one or the other. Either you could get, because they used to give us, I know Michigan, they used to give us cash assistance at one point, and if they paid your rent and shit, honey, the check was only $10 every 2 weeks. And you got 100. No, at that time we got $138. I think it was maximum in stamps.
I know in Philly, like if you say you've been locked up, they give you cash when you first come home, but you can still get food stamps and medical.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got Medicaid. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, now we got that. And as soon as you got some little penny job, they cut you off right away. Y'all all know minimum wage. And see, I'm coming from the area where minimum wage was $3.35 an hour.
$3.35.
Okay, $3.35 an hour. Okay, now y'all hear that as being horrific. Imagine what my mama went through, because when my mama became, minimum wage was $1.75 an hour. How about that? Okay, so we're in this whole particular thing. So now crack done came in, and the drug situation that came into our communities. And now trying to have businesses, our businesses got shut down, because we got ran out. Gentrification came in, big companies. I know Detroit. I lived on the east side of Detroit, honey. When Chrysler came through and started buying up every goddamn thing on the east side, and bought this and bought that, and now people had to move because they done bought this land or whatever. We were rich, so we didn't know what was up. We had to find a new place. Okay, and this, that, and the other. So now the revitalization came, and now all that property that they bought, that they call it riverfront property. When I went, that sit down there, and I howled when I realized where the fuck I was. Okay, because I was like, wait a minute. I saw my old school, Lingerman Elementary, and I said, oh, that's the school. And
hey, you want to make a list of shit you do without us?
We got we got boats and all this marine property and shit. And I'm like, what the hell is? And I said, oh, wait a minute, this was the park. What?
Every time I go home, it's something else different. I just be like, this is some movie.
And then it dawned on me what the fuck was going on. So now we got us being phased out. Our businesses were closing. We couldn't even buy nothing in the hood because, hell, when the Chaldeans came in and started replacing Black folks, and then they were sitting up there getting businesses and things without paying taxes.
Right.
They were able to get the cheaper products. So you could go to the corner store. Hell, I remember Jerry's all day. Jerry's on the corner gave us credit when we were low and carrying on. Let me get a half a pound of bologna, a quarter pound of cheese, and a couple loads of bread. Mama said she'll pay you on the 5th when she get a check. Okay.
Hey, was Jerry's the beginning start of IGA? Jerry's IGA?
I don't know. It could be.
Because Jerry's IGA started coming up you only saw that grocery store, and it wasn't huge, it wasn't small, but it popped up in the urban neighborhoods, and they pretty much was like that. You go in there, if they knew your family, you can grab what you need. And, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like I said.
But the further tied into what we're talking about with Xbox is the fact that, okay, The Chaldeans, they came in basically the 70s and 80s, started buying up these stores and whatnot, using it in the community. Remember that they didn't have to pay tax that first 7 years they come in the country and whatnot.
Right.
Of course, when that time came, all they did was switch it to their brother, their cousin, what have you, and kept that rolling.
That's what happened.
Hand, the point is they all work together in regards to that.
Right.
While us, on the other hand, we have our local store that the black people own down the street. We stealing the stuff out of there, not realizing it takes 5 times more to even stock that store as opposed to the Chaldean people that got this whole network and internet of people to where if you steal out their store, they just go to the other store and they work back and forth. So those black stores end up closing because they don't have that infrastructure set up, and the Chaldean stores take over.
But see, like you said, that's what you're saying is powerful. I mean, also, I'm glad he's on here at 17 hearing this because he needs to hear this.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You got to think about this. Don't even worry about the fact that the community of black people don't work together to build stuff, but you got the people in your own household that you could take care of. You take care of, you know what I'm saying? Each generation that took care of kids, and they don't give a fuck about doggone doing nothing for the people who done stuff for them. They give not a shit. They have a sense of entitlement. They think everything you was fucking supposed to do. You don't owe them a motherfucking thing.
Right.
Right.
But they walk around with this attitude where they'll go over to Ray Ray's house or Boone Shika house and buy them dinner and look at you stupid when you say, could you get your mother a soda?
Right.
You tell me how fucked up is that? So it starts in the home.
Right, because keep in mind, these stimulus checks, the way they set up now, these 17 and 18-year-olds like you Xbox, y'all gonna get your own $1,400 to spend.
Right.
Now let me be in a household with my mama, Patricia Ann, and I got $1,400, and I ain't paid rent since and you done failed me 17, 18 years.
Baby.
Let me stop you right there, E.
Mm-hmm.
The stimulus checks, some people got them. My daughter got hers yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know where my daughter is? Upstairs. Still not doing nothing. You know why? Because she sent it right to me and she paid the rent.
Like a real.
Okay. Here's what this is.
She did what? She did what?
She paid the rent.
Say it louder for the people.
Don't whisper that shit because we live. These motherfuckers need to
She paid the rent.
Yeah. And she
did. And let me tell you what we said, because I went in my bank account and I said, oh, girl, mine say it's pending. So when mine come, I'm going to pay a month, go ahead and pay a month ahead. And then when yours come, you do the next one. So we ain't got to worry about it. But she went to go check hers, and hers was already there. So she said, Mom, I'm about to pay the rent. I said, okay. Well, they say a pending for the 17th for mine. So when mine come, I'm going to pay the next one for it. Because when you teach your kids, because do you not think that she ain't mad about being broke? But being broke with the bills paid is a different situation.
That's a whole different thing, honey. That's a whole different thing.
And homeless.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Nick. How many TVs did you see walk out of Walmart when you were down there?
That part.
Well, you know what? I didn't go. I only was there for the man. And I didn't pay attention. But
girl,
I can tell you, everybody was buying crab legs out of fucking Kroger.
Let me tell you something. I couldn't do nothing but start laughing. Because when I pulled in the parking lot, bitch, it was a guy fighting with the damn box trying to put it in his little bitty ass car. He'd have bought one of the great big huge. When I walked in the store, honey, it was 2 people at the damn cash register buying one. I walked in the back down by electronics, honey. There was like 5 of them down there looking. And then I had one pull
my
up.
rent so goddamn much because I went and bought the 80-inch.
Child,
gave Cole the $50.
And the whole thing of it is that, and I'm making this to stress a point, okay? It's not that we're trying to tell you what to do with your motherfucking money, honey, okay? Because if you feel as though you earned it and this and another, I ain't mad at you.
Right.
That's not the point. The point is,
honey, I will be spending some shit.
Okay, the point
handle your business.
Right.
The point is that we have to understand. We talked about respect. Is it earned and how it respect and valor? If you sit there getting this money and you ain't did what you need to do to take care of yourself, okay, How are you going to sit down here and get yourself out of a situation? Because I'm gonna tell you, my complex child, it tickled me, baby. I cackle every time I read it.
I'll be right back.
When they gave us the $600, in fact, the first $1,200, I don't remember us getting a note, but this $600, child. Now that they sent out emails, child, they sent out an email that said, "Oh, good news! The government is releasing the $600 stimulus. Now would be a good time to use that to get caught up on your rent." And baby, that tickled me, and it still does, because I said, yeah, y'all asses gonna tell these folks what to do with this goddamn stimulus, honey. Oh, good news! The stimulus checks have been released. Okay, bitch, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay, that had nothing to do with you or how I'm supposed to spend this money. Bitch, you know you in a moratorium and you can't evict my ass right now. Okay, so that's all you need to worry about, whether I pay you or not. Because shit, if I owe you money, don't you think I owe umpteen other people money too? Okay, as they gave $600. Oh, right.
I mean,
so all of that.
They happy too now because some of that money in this bill is set aside for people that rent, where they can go and get a loan based on the fact that, okay, all these people owe me money, but I got to maintain myself. Okay,
exactly.
Now we're gonna talk more about that on Tuesday on my show.
Right. So now, as far as us trying to come together as a people, Xbox, we have so many different variables in here to where we have stopped trusting one another. We don't expect anything from one another. We have allowed the lesson to be that we do not value one another in order to be in business. And then what we say to each other, nigga, you don't know me like that.
Right.
You don't know me like that. And how do I get to know you? Because everything that you stood for, all of your principles, everything that I watched you do, you's a crazy ass son of a bitch. So why in the hell would I want to partner with you? Why would I want to do anything with you? Because everything that you have done has said that you are my adversary. Okay? Everything that you have done said you are my adversary. So now, and when we say come together, now it's about coming together with like-minded folks so that we can work and get this done, because the community itself ain't trying to do something as a whole. We have to break this up in pieces. And I think that there is something that we as a Black diaspora need to understand. Because see, there's us as African Americans, American Black folks who don't know shit about Africa.
Nope.
Okay, all we know is America. And we have to get this done. Then you got those who come from the islands, honey. Those who are U.S. territories, who come from the islands, who are U.S. territory, but they had a different struggle than us. Y'all wasn't over here being oppressed. Y'all was on the goddamn island.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. You know, Haiti and Jamaica and them, they was being oppressed.
Not American oppressed.
Right.
They were British and shit. All these settlers and stuff came over there.
Slaves and stuff.
Until they became properties. Wait a minute, y'all talk. Ooh, yeah, y'all talk for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta think about those great slave revolts from Haiti and from Jamaica and stuff like that. Like it depends.
Hey, you know what? I got a question for you, because you watch a lot of African movies. Okay, so no, this is
for real. Look, this for real.
No, this is a question that's it's a nationality question.
Oh, okay, come on. If I can answer it, I will.
We got Nigeria in the house, so why not?
Ray say, come on. But he knows that I've been watching African TV for years.
Now, let me ask you this. If somebody walk up to you and say, this African man scammed me out of $10,000 out of my bank account.
Right.
Was he from Nigeria or Liberia?
Oh, you saying what would we automatically
say? What would
say?
you think? What would a person think?
I would automatically say Nigeria. And because I know Nigerians and Liberians aren't known for scamming people, but Nigerians are. Although I have so many Nigerian friends that ain't like that, and they get upset because they know that that's the bad connotation on their name.
And that's what I'll be trying to explain to some of my African friends, that I have to use that analogy to say how we feel about the first thought they have as Black Americans about us.
Right. Yeah, because their first thought about us, a lot of times, we talked about this before, they've been trained that we're lazy, we're thieves, we're rapists, we this, we that, and they're not supposed to associate with us. So therefore, you will see, you know how some people be like, I don't fuck with them Africans because they don't like us. Well, they were taught not to like us.
And it's crazy because I've had the opposite mentality, because every time I've worked and ran from general managers to CFO to COO, CEO, whatever I've done, my team, my crews that were African were my favorite.
I was getting ready to say, first of all, they worked their motherfucking ass off. And I love
They've always been my favorite.
I love my damn African friends, honey.
I mean, shout out, by the way, to our big brother Stan Mason. They had an excellent discussion today about racism. And one of the things they talked about is the fact that there's a difference between being a racist and a bigot. But there's also a difference in what's viewed as racist and what actually is racist. But bottom line, in terms of this discussion, remember, racism is a learned
behavior.
Thing, okay?
It's a learned behavior.
You got racist.
Being racist. If you take two kids and they don't know nothing from nothing, and you put them in the same room, they will play all day, not knowing, not even paying attention to what the color of the kid is. None of that. Until you teach that kid that he's different because he's not the same color as you. That's when that type of stuff starts.
Right. That's why you got, like you said, racist and bigotry.
Yeah.
Okay. You got saltine cracker and you got Ritz cracker. See? Then you got Brian Gumbo. That's a graham cracker. But I'm just saying that's different. Right. But the difference is the saltine crackers, they're put together and they're set and they learn from the atmosphere, because the atmosphere draws in and swells up. They cut them and they bake them. The Ritz crackers are punched right into the motherfucking system. Right into those are biggest.
Okay, so what's the wheat then?
What's the townhouse crackers? Because that's what I had with the soup I made the other day. They like them buttery.
You said what kind of crackers?
Eric asked about wheat thins. I said townhouse.
Well, wheat thins, they own gas stations and townhouses. That's really
the views and opinions of Atlanta Network viewer and
the townhouse crackers, honey, are the bougie bitches, honey.
Hey,
the townhouse and the club crackers.
Lakefront property is at the town.
Hey, I want to hang with the townhouse crackers.
So what's the Triscuit?
Buttery and fluffy.
You said what?
What's a Triscuit cracker then?
You know what a Triscuit cracker is? That's an 80s baby selling pussy. Go ahead.
Listen.
Look, let's turn it from a tisket to tasket to a Triscuit.
Okay, right. Okay. But this year, now Xbox, I hope you're still here with us, because as you see how this conversation has completely unfolded and it just starts to bloom out like an onion. Okay, because there is no simple, it's so many, and it was no simple answer to your question as to why we as Blacks don't stick together. You know, I mean, there's a basic principle, and the basic principle is we have been taught not to trust one another anymore.
Right.
Okay.
I would implore you, young man, as a 17-year-old, to start being the difference, because what we say is we don't want to be bitter, we want to be better. So that means we did things a little bit different in our eyes, better for our kids and stuff like that, and we want y'all to pick up that mantle and do a little bit better than what we did. So everybody has a mantle to carry. Is that my baby?
Hey, hold on. I just thought of something.
Hey, Diamond.
I have an 18-year-old young lady here.
Hey, boo.
Me ask her the question that Team Xbox asked.
Okay, the question is, wait a minute. Let me. I'm gonna go to his question so I can
He
word
said
it.
something like, "Why don't we stick together?"
No, I'm gonna read it directly because I don't want to misquote him. He says, "Big Meech, I respect you and everybody on the panel. Much love to you, Black brothers, and that sister too. I have a serious question for you, bruh. Why do you think we as Blacks don't support each other like other races do? I am 17, by the way."
Go.
When it comes to supporting each other, okay, I seen a quote like this the other day. It was like people tend nowadays people tend to leech off of their friends and stuff like that. It's more of I'm not okay, this is my friend and all, she's doing her thing, but now how are we gonna what are we gonna do? Like let's say, okay, like Jada, you gotta know who Jada Chavez is?
Mm-hmm.
Her friend Desi, Jada started a clothing line, and Desi used to wear her clothes for Jada. But Jada got all of the clout off of it, and Desi got nothing. So it comes when it comes to the whole support system thing. It's really who you keep around, because not everybody's gonna.
But right, because that could have been as simple as every time she wore the clothes, she said, "Hey, shout out to my girl, blah, 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 blah. She made this fly shit. Y'all need to check her out. Go over to her page, follow her, order you some shit." It's that. Instead of being fly and not giving the credit to the person that's due to. So that's when you start to build those kind of bridges and stuff like that to where, okay, yeah, I know, girl, you fly as hell. I want you to wear this. But when you wear this, make sure you tell them where it came from. Because that's your friend, and you just assuming that your friend gonna do that.
Right.
Everybody don't have the same morals or upbringing you may have. Yeah. If Meech get me something, I'm damn sure say when I get up, y'all, let me show y'all what I got.
Right.
Where it came from.
That's why they started out, and they was a matter of fact. This is good. I'm glad Detroit is in the house. That's why they started out where the Temptations was a wonderful thing, but then all of a sudden they became, this is David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
Right.
Oh, when he did that bullshit. Oh.
Right. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me go to the comments. It's not a Christian country, though. Now, for me, my mom bought a lot of affection. Growing, it was about what could a person do for me, not who they are. I saw a cycle of transactions, not true relationships. Ooh.
But hold on, let's start off first, Leo. This is a Christian country.
Now that's serious. That is for real. Yeah. Because
it is a Christian country because they denounce everything else.
I watch Teenager, period. You ain't giving them nothing, they ain't fucking with you.
That's it.
When you giving them, they fucking with you. Period, point blank.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be, but it is.
Right. But it
because
is.
If it wasn't, they wouldn't denounce so many other things.
And we wouldn't have to sit down there and make it a right in the first as the First Amendment to the Constitution, that the freedom of religion and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but these hobosexuals, like my grandma used to say, a dry wallet and a wet ass don't go together.
Come on, Grandma.
Let me explain to people that don't know what that term means. Basically, to be a homosexual is a person that dates to find a place to lay their head, to date for housing.
You said a hobosexual.
Hobo.
Yeah.
So that's a nice way of saying bum ass nigga.
A bum ass nigga. Yeah.
That's a nice way of saying shout out to my ex. Yeah, that one.
Or what we would call trade.
Wait, what you had said? Wait, y'all. What you had said, brother?
Yeah, I'm still a little salty.
Tell me, say what you had said is what? It was who?
My ex. Shout out to her.
Oh, she was a homosexual?
That's why I knew you didn't hear that part. That's why I got him to say it again.
Okay. It's my birthday week Wednesday. Hi, come on, Amy.
All right, Amy.
Okay, hey, y'all need a call-in number for real. You know what?
You know what?
I got you. I got you on that. I got you.
That's coming. It's coming because you know what, we talked about that before, but we never came around to it because, yeah, I want to do that because trying to get y'all to come in. A lot of folks don't want to come in; they just want to, you know,
I would tell you next month on the network we will definitely have that available. So.
Okay.
Yeah, working on that for HM Dynasty.
Oh, hey! Look at that! Hi, hey, Joe. What's up?
Shout out to you, Big Joe.
It's Big Joe Mosley, honey, from over there from behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay. His crazy ass. His crazy ass. I'll be wanting to jump through that screen on him sometime, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, I do. I swear I do. Okay, but he heterosexual, so he wouldn't understand. Okay. Yeah, because he made it plain the other day, honey. He loved pink pie, honey. Oh, child, when he said that the other day, I hollered. Okay. Anyway. Here, let's do this because I want to throw something in your crawl for a second because I want us to have a little bit of fun because this here done got real serious as far as understanding honor thy mother and thy father. And does that mean grandmama too? You know, or granddaddy, because sometimes we forget about the grandfathers out there. You know,
like Papa ain't there.
Okay.
What up, you? What up, Miss Pat? We see you.
Yeah.
So the whole thing of it is,
other devices up, so I don't see no comments.
Okay,
hey, everybody.
That's fine. But here's where I want to sit down here, and I'm gonna throw something y'all way because Nikki and I were talking about this earlier, and there's a whole big thing. It was on the news that they said they're talking about. Was it Good Morning America or wherever I read this from? That Sesame Street had to come out and say that Bert and Ernie wasn't gay. They were best friends and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And they had to make a public statement about that because for whatever reason, somebody has said and made a public statement that they were. Bottom line of it is this, bitch, listen.
When I got older, I thought they was gay. I still don't give a fuck.
Listen, and I still say that they are, but the whole thing that is that
I'ma still watch.
Listen.
I'ma still
the whole thing.
Watch Sesame Street.
The whole thing about it is this. Those of us who are adults and can put two and two together and get context clues and blah, 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 blah. We have life.
Think about it till we got to be adults.
We got context clues and we understand through thought and reason and through our experiences what is what, right? The whole idea that they were trying to say is that they're not trying to promote any kind of sexuality or whatever onto this thing because this is a kid's show. You know, we're talking about learning. They're talking about learning about friendship, what it means to be best friends, what it means to have responsibility, understanding boundaries and caring. Because Ernie couldn't stand nobody fuck with Rubber Ducky, honey. Okay.
Don't y'all say nothing bad about
Rubber Ducky. Okay.
Listen,
but now
jump up in these comments and go clean the fuck off. At 31 years old, every fucking thing that she got is Ernie. You understand?
Okay.
And we'll look at you crazy if you act like you about to touch one of them.
But the whole thing of it is that, you know, they were sharing that, you know, and had to come out with a statement. And I'm going to throw this way and see, y'all are the heterosexual children here. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out here because see, I know for my community, the alphabet children, particularly, and I'm gonna say this like this. And if y'all don't like it, y'all can send me an email and we'll discuss it. In fact, I will bring you on the show and let's talk about it because I get tired of our Caucasian counterparts who seem to be the ones footing this shit. And what they end up footing is shit out there to try to prove a fucking point. Okay. Sexuality on Sesame Street, the Teletubbies, and all that other kind of shit had no place in when you're trying to teach children about understanding life. They're not adolescent, they're prepubescent. They're learning shapes, numbers, you know, how to look both ways before you cross the street, understanding to obey your parents. They're learning those lessons, fundamental lessons that ain't got nothing to do with how the hell to get laid.
Come on.
So
okay.
We figured that shit out as we got to be adults. So let the
I'm saying, but what you let's talk about the one hole in the community of the Spurs. I'm trying. I'm trying.
You better leave her alone.
If you saw mommy, right, and daddy close the door to their room every night, and then mommy's stomach swell up, and you have your brother or sister on the way. You don't have to be. You got to be some type of dumbass child not to wonder why Smurfette was the only piece of pussy in the whole community.
Listen, nobody wanted to do with kids. When it was age appropriate, it became age appropriate. Okay,
that's it.
We didn't start going to understanding why Smurfette was the only girl until folks started going through hormonal differences.
So right now, okay, like you said about Bernie and Ert, right? Okay, we had an argument in my household a while back about them being gay.
Right.
Okay, and
the thing is, do we care?
I actually cared because I used to like them growing up.
No, but you ain't like them sexually. You just like them because it was Bert and Ernie, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. But then I started looking at stuff that I used to watch, and I started noticing stuff like Big Bird hung out with Snuffleupagus all the time, but every time Snuffy came in there, he always turned around. His ass to be,
I'm gonna whoop your fucking ass. I hate you.
But you know what? But wait a minute. Wait. Because see,
and Snuffy had eyelashes.
He definitely did.
That was always batting them. But here's the thing. No. Because this is what we're talking about. See, we're taking adult content now because you said, look, I had to now look back on it.
Right.
Okay. I had to look back on it. See, as kids, we don't care, but kids don't care about all of that.
They don't.
Okay, so I
don't know all of that. Because
I got one for you, me. I got one for you. I know I got one for you. Right. No, I got one for all y'all. And because I know her, she gonna go look.
Who? What?
Aladdin. The cartoon,
the genie.
If you watch it carefully, the scene where they got them doing the magic carpet ride and all that,
right?
The little clouds and stuff doing it,
right?
One of the clouds say "bitch" plain as day.
You know what they would?
Which one? The cartoon.
And some one of them.
Walt Disney first one, the cartoon.
Oh, you know I'm about to go up.
One of them, because I heard about that, and it's another cartoon to where the cloud spelled out sex.
Sex, yeah.
I forget who that is. One of them spelled out sex.
Because what they were trying to say that they were subliminally putting stuff in the subconscious of children's minds.
Right, and now listen, now okay. Now see, this is where all this shit comes into play because this is exactly where I'm going. What you got? What you got?
Well, no, I actually thought about that because when I seen what you had going tonight in terms of that discussion, it brought me something I had been thinking about the other day. Basically, okay, you know how we have today's version, the Justice League?
Right.
Now, when we grew up,
it was the Super Friends.
The Super Friends, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know what? You know I'm coming to steal those, right?
Right. Listen, I'm gonna just need you to go on and send me a copy. Can you just go on and burn me a copy?
I actually can. But anyway, here's the thing. Think about it seriously. Now, on the one hand, we as kids supposed to be learning a lesson that it's good to be your friend's friend and
work with each other. Learn how to work with each other.
And when you do bad things happen.
Right.
But actually sit down and break this down. There was 11 Super Friends, correct?
Right.
13 members of the Legion of Doom.
Right.
Look at the composition of the 11 Super Friends. Heroes, nice, physically fit, young, what have you. Now take your Legion of Doom.
Right.
Sucker Lex Luthor. That ugly Solomon Grundy. The animalistic cheetah. The big, tall, gumpy Giganta. Crazy ass yellow nose and all that stuff. So on and so forth. Outside of Bizarro, they all look kind of crazy. kind of
Misfits.
right, not misfits, different, like purpose different. So since we supposed to love the Justice League, you know, the good guys are not the bad guys, and all the good look a certain way.
I see what he's saying. They different. So you only love the perfect motherfuckers.
Do you realize that kind of teaches us racism a little bit, don't it?
Yeah,
it does. But see,
let me point out something real quick. I just realized Buck is using his green screen.
Yeah.
Okay,
let me go one step further. Then we got the Legion of Doom, right? We got the Justice League, okay? The good and bad, all right? Now, here's the thing. When they get to plotting and carrying on and trying to figure out, okay, this is what we gonna do. Now, they come up with these schemes that just seem foolproof, right? That nothing go wrong and whatnot. They done locked the Super Friends up. They done sent them off to the planet. They all froze. How the hell we possibly gonna get out of this, okay? But in the end, good got to preserve over evil, okay?
Right.
We'll find a way, because in the end, we can't let the Legion of Doom take over. We can't let the the take over. The good guys must win. The good guys. And think about the colors of said characters.
Right.
In the Justice and the Super Friends, everybody nice reds.
White and blues.
White, blue, orange. But then you got the Legion of Doom. They got all the purples and dark blacks and grays and whatnot. They got all the spooky voices. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They sound all nice and normal and upstanding. Even the colored Super Friends, what have you.
Like Green Lantern and them.
You need to stop complaining and take what we give you. Okay.
But here's the thing, though. See, now how you broke that down is how folks with a lot of time on their hands are doing.
Which is what my point is.
Because if we look back, let's go back to all of our cartoons. Because hell, coming up, we talked about this one time before. Hell, Bugs Bunny and all of them, honey, was racist as shit.
Right.
You know, they'll put their head in and come out and look with the Sambo on.
Right. Right. Every time they shot, the Bugs got turned them black.
Right.
It was all over their head.
Tom and Jerry.
The
legs of that lady.
Yeah.
They was black.
Yeah. A black woman.
She had on slippers and looked like a maid uniform.
And her motherfucker.
Right. Right. So, you know, Princess say, damn, Bug, you going woke on us with the Justice League?
But that's the whole point. We can't even let kids be kids.
But and that's what we're making, because see, I mean, hell, in understanding all of this, because see, we had a lot of shit that was anti-black, you know, back in the day and carrying on. Did you had Shuffle On, whatever. What was it? It's the one of the Woody Woodpeckers, one of them, and they got the whole thing with all the black folks doing the little jigaboo dance and things. Okay.
That's why
what was those,
love the electric
trolls back in the day?
Remember
that was on the video.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Why did Marvin the Martian, being from another planet, had to be a little black ass thing?
Right. See? See? Now catch that. Now Marvin the Martian was black, but Kazoo
was green.
Right.
He was
and was gay as shit, honey.
Gay
but
as
okay.
Kazoo was gay as hell.
Way to go, dum dum.
Right. Okay. And so now, so
what's the other one? What we say? What's his name?
Hold on, because I'm going into that. See, the whole idea, we're talking about kids being kids. For Sesame Street to have to come out to do that. Remember, Teletubbies had to do the same damn thing.
You know what you're calling
I'm not sticking up for Teletubbies. They know what the fuck they were doing.
The Power Rangers, they had that issue. Yeah, the pink Power Ranger was supposed to, you know, all of that.
What, she's supposed to be gay, Kimberly?
What you say, the Teletubbies knew what?
You know what the fuck they were doing. I'm not even finna stick up for that shit. That's carrying purses and all that earring shit.
The little purple one always had a pocketbook.
It was the red one.
What their genders was supposed to be.
It was right, and he you know, this, that, and the other. We did not know what they didn't have genders.
Barney had a motherfucking pocketbook too. He sound gay as hell to me.
Okay, so
huh?
And I teach everybody in my life that he's one of them gay people that you watch. He was hugging on you and loving on you. I don't fuck that.
Who, Barney?
Who? Barney. I'm an anti-Barney kid.
Me too. My kids beat the shit out of Barney. They had a Barney.
No, you don't love me, you big motherfucker. You don't love me at all.
Listen, I tell y'all, ass cold. My son and
my
nephew,
I don't fuck with Barney.
Thing. They put his ass right on Woodland Avenue. Anybody in Philly know what I'm talking about?
Barney, you know, Barney was Grimace reincarnated. Okay.
Barney was Grimace getting out of prison.
Speaking of Grimace and that, what happened to Grimace and the Hamburglar and all them? How McDonald's just do the fuck away with them?
Well, because Hamburglar was a criminal.
He was a criminal. He was still in the
But he had a white face. They had to get rid of that.
Right. He had a white face.
So we had the cartoons, and when we were kids, you know, it was just funny to us, but we didn't know that they were making fun of us. You know, because those things wasn't pointed out to us, and then they were just cartoons. Remember, when we were coming up, cartoons were just cartoons. You know,
but
now all of a sudden,
you ever ask yourself, being in media, Nielsen boxes and all that, right?
Right.
Did you ever ask yourself, as we older and we deal in this game, right? Are those boxes structured to know what nationalities are watching more than the others on certain things?
I don't know about. I think they do that by zip codes.
The Nielsen boxes can tell what you're watching.
Yeah.
So they know who is where by really what they're watching. Because if you see a couple people watching the black shows in a white area, you know, it might be either a couple black families or it might be some black people with some black friends. But if you see a whole area watching all the shit that used to be, remember, it used to be the WB and the CW.
Right.
Girlfriends and half and half. And
right.
You knew who the fuck was watching.
Right.
Okay. My point I'm trying to make is, do you remember when Thomas was it from Tom and Jerry?
Yeah.
Remember when he gained a voice?
Right.
What made him gain a voice of a black man?
Because
when he started singing, "Is you is, or is you ain't my baby."
All the black kids was watching Tom and Jerry.
And again, I go back to that argument again with the Super Friends and the Legion of Doom. Why did all them have all those interesting, awkward, scary, squeaky voices?
But wait a minute. See, if we're gonna do that, let's do this. Because why was it that all of the goddamn, like, anytime they did a like Thundar the Barbarian and shit, they had three people. Why is it that the one that was the dark one was always animalistic and shit? The Oogla, who was supposed to be whatever, and then didn't have a voice that was always the animal or always the big brute. Or somebody always had to know how to.
Buck Rogers. Remember when Hawk came?
Right. You know, and those kind of things.
Lion-O, clearly a white guy, but Panthro are in Panthro.
Right. Right.
Dog face and the big toes and whatnot.
Who was always in the house. He very rarely did anything. He always had to work. He was always working on something.
Right.
Okay. Now, see, listen, we could break all that down, but the problem is that this is what we're doing now as adults, because we're looking back at these things and saying, hey, but now the adults who are looking at modern cartoons now, or no, they're not even called cartoons anymore. They're animated films.
Right.
Okay.
They don't have them like the way we used to have them.
But they don't have that. But then they're not making them for children anymore.
They're not.
No.
They're not making them for kids anymore.
Tay was like, "Why y'all ain't tell me the Boondocks wasn't for kids?"
Right.
We thought everybody knew that the shit wasn't
for
kids. She was
Adult
like,
Swim. Hello.
I said, "Oh, why would you have to watch it? Because ain't nobody tell me that it wasn't for kids." She saw cartoon. You as a mom, you see cartoon, you instantly think It's for the kids.
Please
But now
don't
that they're making
comment.
cartoons that are more geared to us. But think about not even cartoons. Think about the WB. Y'all know I love me some superheroes. Marvel first, then DC. But think about Black Lightning.
Right.
Who's the mastermind behind all that? Gambi. The white man, he the savior. Gambi got to make everything right. They got the powers, but without Gambi, shit don't go right. People don't think about shit like that. Somebody thought about it when they put Batwoman on there. They done made Batwoman black. First, she had that straight ass motherfucking hair like the other girl. The other girl ain't even had no hair because they both gay. They made sure they kept her gay.
Yeah, but the character is gay. In the comic books, Batwoman is gay.
So, but what she did was somebody got conscious and said, hey, we need to do something. What was that, week 2?
Yeah.
The motherfucking wig was curly than a motherfucker.
Right. Okay. But again, now that there is infusing us and trying to take control of the narrative and expression of how we as Black folks being seen. But again, the conversation, we don't even talk about the black experience in cartoons and stuff. Everybody want to go to the Sesame Street had to sit down there and we're not sitting up there promoting a gay lifestyle or this, that, and the other. These characters are not gay. We're not trying to promote any kind of sexuality.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think they was promoting any sexuality.
But for them to have to come out to make that statement is what's fucking up the brand.
They did that with the Muppets.
Look, when Elmo, when the guy who voiced Elmo,
right,
the black gay guy who was the voice of Elmo, okay. His little piece of trade, honey, that sat down there and went public talking about something. Oh, when I was 16, he touched me. Bitch, no. When you were 16, you was a precocious ass 16-year-old who sat down there and thought you had an older boy. You're not gonna play that game with me, because I was that 16-year-old. Okay, I was that 16-year-old. Yeah, he had a couple of little dollars. You had your little hot ass somewhere you had no business, and you were sexually aware of,
Tell the truth for shame.
And now all of a sudden, now after all these years, because he cut you off or whatever it was, the money stopped coming in. Now all of a sudden, went and did this and destroyed this man's career. Okay. And carrying on. This boy, when you look at his they did a whole documentary on him about how he got into puppetry and carried on, and how he created these characters. And he had been doing this when doing puppets was unheard of, especially in the Black community. That was unheard of. Destroyed this man's career. He was absolutely gorgeous, as a matter of fact, but destroyed his career and carrying on. But the implication that always come up about cartoons is never about how it affects Black kids and Black representation. Everybody now want to talk about how gay it is. We got Bugs Bunny have been getting up in drag forever.
Forever.
Bugs will throw on some hair. He'll put them goddamn bobby pins in his motherfucking hair, honey. Throw on some lipstick, and him and Miss Elma Fudd, honey. Hell, he and Elma got married in the dream sequence.
Shit.
Okay. Oh, I would just love to have a duck dinner. Okay.
How many times he done kissed Elma?
How about that?
How many?
Listen.
We didn't give a fuck.
You had
nope.
Because as far as we was concerned, Bugs Bunny was a rabbit.
Bugs Bunny. He was a rabbit, and he was trying not to get killed and eaten by the damn hunter.
So he was doing what he had to do.
Okay.
All that went on.
Look,
it was just fun.
Listen. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Thelma, or is it Thelma or Velma from the goddamn school?
Velma was gay as hell.
Okay.
Ass cut.
Right. Velma, you had motherfucking Snagglepuss, honey. Now Snagglepuss was my bitch.
Oh, come on now.
Snagglepuss was gay as hell.
Okay, well, okay, gay even, homosexual even. Okay, well, heavens to Murgatroyd.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Okay, heavens to Murgatroyd. That was my shit.
Like you said, that motherfucking kazoo.
Okay, because
did we give a fuck? We didn't give a fuck.
Wait a minute. Remember when they turned Genie into a cartoon, a hello sidekick, Babu, Yapple Dabble.
Dabble.
Jabberjaws.
That was some chicken. Who opened?
Okay.
Machuchi.
Hello. Now the kids, now the whole big thing is that now that they're sitting up there saying that He-Man, they're saying that before he became He-Man, when he's just Adam, Adam is the gay one, and so he was gifted this so that he could charge into his ultra masculine self or whatever. Because
which one of the little Smurfs was gay as hell? Which one was it?
Nothing.
Vanity.
What was it? Brainy.
Vanity. Oh, Brainy was too.
Couple of.
But
okay, Brainy and Vanity, honey. Vanity was the one in the mirror, and what was the one that was cooking all the time?
I forget. But
and then remember when they had them new Smurfs they introduced that last week, the new female Smurf?
Right.
Oh yeah, the one.
Scrappy.
The one with she.
Scrappy Smurf, honey. Yeah.
Nobody gave a flying.
Nope.
Really slippy motherfucking asses. I don't know what the fuck was going on with their asses.
Okay.
But that was some weird shit.
Right.
How masculine was that blonde bob that He-Man had?
Well.
That motherfucker was.
Okay. Wait a minute. Amy said, if you ask me.
He-Man wasn't up. He was a whole dyke. He-Man was a whole.
How about that? Okay, if you ask me, cartoons didn't stop being racist until maybe 20 years, the last 20 years, if that long. Let's not forget the blackface is still acceptable less than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Amy, let me say something. You've been making some valid points all day.
Right.
She always do.
But when we was over there in Stan's show, you was making some good points too. I appreciate it.
Always do, honey. Amy comes with the facts, honey.
Oh yeah.
And the Power Rangers, black one
Ranger,
was black, pink was the girly girl, yellow was an Asian one, red was supposed to be the All-American boy, and I forgot who the blue one was. He was the geeky one, and the guy who played him later came out as gay.
Right.
Okay, wow.
Was he gay though, the first one? Because I thought he was.
I don't know, child. I didn't watch it.
I forgot his name.
Thundercats, Panther was the black one.
Yes,
okay. Right. Fun fact, Power Rangers was a carbon copy of a Japanese show. Pretty sure it's a known fact that Asian countries were prejudiced.
But you know what? But we know that because you could tell all the bad guys.
Yeah.
Were like those anime like type.
Yeah, anime type.
In real form.
Yeah. Okay. Adult Swim is produced from William Street in Atlanta and part of Turner Television.
Yeah, we know.
Not surprised by about what they're allowed to do. Of course, child.
But that's why it's Adult Swim, though. It's Adult Swim because it ain't for kids.
And the Black Ranger had to be the one who knew how to dance.
And there it is.
And the little yellow one, Kim, whatever her damn name was, she had to be able to know how to do karate.
Right. Honestly, Sesame Street is about the only kid show I'm okay with because they don't have any sexual references. And that's my point.
Well, they tried to say that the Muppets did too, but no, the fuck they did not.
Right.
No, no.
That's what Sylvie went off about on her host audition.
Right, because Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog, Piggy was always trying to fuck Kermit.
Okay.
The hell you know, child, sexual reference is my ass.
Mentioned that I'll give a fuck. Every week I look forward to them two old men to fuck up in that motherfucking balcony.
Right.
That's how we learn how to be haters, because them motherfuckers talk
shit. They was the original haters. Yes, they were.
For that motherfucking shit. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else that was happening except for when Monster and them was playing on the drums real hard. But I didn't give a fuck about Piggy or Kermit. I live for them motherfuckers up in that balcony.
Right.
They tear their asses to shred, honey.
Right.
Yes, see, Leah?
Ren and Stimpy totally life partners, okay?
I say SpongeBob and Patrick the same thing.
Hey.
Well, okay, understand. Pinky and the Brain, child.
Yes.
That part.
You know.
I realized who was the motherfucking brain, because it motherfucking wasn't Brain.
Did somebody say Brain?
Yeah. No.
So we have a lot of those particular inferences and carrying on that that there has, you know, given us just a lot of fodder. And a lot of the times, see, now us as media folks and those who produce content, okay. Oh, wait a minute,
Oh,
stop.
wow.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
please
this.
go there.
I didn't know
Go ahead,
this.
Pam.
Yeah, please
The
go there.
animator who created Ren and Stimpy was a pedophile and a predator. He took advantage of young interns applying to his show and exploited them. Ren and Stimpy were animated in very violent and sexual ways to shock and groom children. Oh,
I
girl,
had an
wait a
8-hour VHS tape of Ren and Stimpy.
Hey.
I don't remember it.
really? I didn't know that because I never, you know, Ren and Stimpy, I didn't care for the drawing on that.
Look
Well,
into
I will
that.
tell you, I loved it. With the one time, one of them fell, right? And he was like, "How'd you like that?" And he said, "Well, no, sir, I didn't like it." And that shit stayed in my head all these motherfuckers years. But I don't watch Ren and Stimpy back and forth. But I don't get that out of there.
Wow, now that's some tea right there.
Right.
That there is that's okay. I'm aiming one of my brewers tonight, honey.
Okay.
You don't brew that one.
Look at this one. Talk about my selfish ass. Look at this here.
Oh, I got mine in there. I just wasn't going to open it up. I got all of them too. I wasn't going to be like that.
Oh, what is that? The watermelon one?
Is it good?
Child.
I just said I was hungry.
Child, okay, listen. You know what? Hold on. Grab me, baby, Miss Ma'am. Come over here to the box of popcorn, honey, and hand me the one that say Christmas mix. What she say? Sorry to ruin the show for you guys. I loved it too. No, that's what just ruining it, honey. See, these are the things that we have to know about now. As adults, we understand all this kind of stuff, but now does that fuck up the content? You know, when we look at it, are we able to separate the content from the backstories? You know what I'm saying? And if not, then what do we have in no. It says Christmas mix on it, not that one. That's the sugar shut.
Oh my God.
What do we have in
this?
this?
When me put this around here, I said, I don't feel like watermelon and shit. Don't say right. It should be on popcorn.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, E, but I was wrong. This shit right here.
I tried to tell you, girl.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't like sweet popcorn, but
right. Yeah.
This shit
okay. I done tried to tell you, honey.
Watermelon shit wasn't supposed to be on popcorn.
Right. No, E, because no.
I'm gonna buy you some. I'm gonna send you some.
Yeah, we gotta send you some because remember I ordered for them, so it all came to me. You know, so I got them theirs. But Big Rob had 4 brands, and I didn't know because I only knew the 3. This is the Christmas mix. I've never tried it, so I'm gonna try it now on the air. Okay. I've never had the Christmas mix before. I've had the others, of course. That's how we were able to. Oh, wait a minute, honey.
Who ringing?
Y'all see this?
Oh, wait a minute.
Y'all see how they doing me?
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Y'all see this, right?
Hey, let me tell you something. This right here.
What I tell you?
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
Well, that Christmas is good.
Oh my God! Wait.
Are you serious?
Wait. Listen.
What's in there? What
it is, Amy?
Listen. This is, think of the caramel corn with the cinnamon dust on it. Have y'all had Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal?
Yeah.
Think of it like that in popcorn form with the nuts and
Okay.
I'm gonna end up beating his ass for real. Okay.
Cole just tasted this and said, "Mom, please don't eat
Oh,
it."
this don't make no. Oh my. Wait a minute.
You see, I ain't doing all that here. I promise you. I ain't gonna do that.
Oh, wait a minute. And these are pecans.
I'm just actually hungry.
Wait a minute. These are pecans, child. This is a pecan.
What? Wait a minute.
This is a pecan. It ain't a goddamn peanut. This is a pecan.
I'm scared to open that one because I like this one so much.
Wait a minute.
Look at E. Sorry, brother. No, don't be like that.
Yeah, bro. How you doing? Look at him.
Send me your address.
Look at him, little
You about to open it?
He said it's pecans and so and the fuck is. Oh.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of them too. It ain't a little bit. Oh, see, they all in there. You see it? Y'all know I don't like candy or nothing like this. I feel like I'm eating a watermelon now later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I wouldn't even do like that. I was sitting here trying to find some chicken. And I didn't realize y'all know everything be closed around here.
Okay.
Send me your address, Eco. We got to get you some.
Hold up.
Send me the address. Oh my God.
We gonna send you some, honey.
I'm about to order some more of this now.
My God, today. Wait a minute. Fuck this. Hold on. Wake his ass up.
Yeah.
Wake his ass up.
Wait.
You about to call the man?
Yo, this shit right here.
Y'all, please, if y'all don't never pay attention to commercials, please order some of this shit.
Tom told me not to open this motherfucker. I'm gonna put this up.
Come on, don't you act up, phone. Don't you fucking act up. You better not act up right now.
I'm sorry. Now you tasting this shit?
Nay, weirdo.
Rob, you know your ass is supposed to be on this damn phone right now. Mister, I am live on the air now, calling you because I have just tasted this damn Christmas remix popcorn.
Nigga.
You know what? You know what?
Nigga.
Sir.
Sir. Mr. Man.
My God.
My God, today. When I tell you that this don't make no motherfucking sense for popcorn to be like this.
That's crazy.
Say, and I gotta put in another order. Oh, just the bitch that hung up on me. She said, "Thank you for calling."
I'm about to send my money. I definitely gotta. If I order
the goddamn recording, I hung up on me, bitch.
I'll send the money, okay?
No, listen. I'll buy you some.
Oh,
yo, Nay, that shit is ignorant.
Oh my God! When I listen, this is Big Rob's.
That shit is.
This is the Christmas mix bunch, honey.
And what I'm eating right now, y'all, is the sugar.
Now they got the Sugar Shack. Wait a minute. See, y'all got. Oh, hold on. But Nikki, you got yours close by. Show them all because I got mine over here.
Well, Cole took the other one upstairs, but here go the Christmas one and me too.
Okay, you got the Christmas one.
This is the Big Rob.
That's the one.
Sexy.
The grown and sexy.
This is cheddar and caramel. Now,
yes, Lord.
The other one is
I would show you the grown and sexy, but that motherfucker didn't last.
And the other one is the butter and spicy cheese.
That's the good. That Red got that one up.
Okay. Cole
that's the good.
Upstairs, I think.
Yeah, that grown and sexy didn't make it. That was
this is Christmas mix, honey. I'm telling y'all, listen. If you go to Big Rob Snacks, okay? That is BIG. You know what? Fucking hold on. Let me just play his commercial. I'm gonna play his
commercial.
Let me play his commercial, honey. Let me just play. I'm gonna just play the one. I'm gonna just play the one. I'm gonna just play the one.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at HeyBigRob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God.
You tell Rob I said his ass need to be back tomorrow.
Ishandala Soto. EBBB Asata. Okay.
Eric had his glasses on.
Because he's mad. Because
we sorry.
I'm sorry, Eric. That popcorn is really good, though.
Which one did you taste, Nay?
Sugar Shack.
I tasted the Sugar Shack. And then I don't like caramel popcorn, so I'm about to eat the cheese out of the other one.
Listen, though. I don't like sweet popcorn. I've been here fucking this shit up. This shit, I swear to God, y'all know I don't like candy like that unless it's chocolate. This shit tastes like a watermelon now later.
Eric looked like he want to jump through the computer. Okay, everybody put their popcorn up.
No,
he done sit up here. I'm salty as fuck. Hashtag salty as fuck. Hashtag odd man out.
Okay. First of all, the other day, this motherfucker was nobody there but him. This motherfucker
hashtag Big Rob, please in now. Okay. Oh Lord, have mercy. We got you something coming.
Oh, we got you, dog. It's on the way. It's coming.
Okay,
we got you something.
No, for real, Eric. If it does make you feel any better, I only took like one little kernel. I didn't really eat the popcorn.
She tasted it.
I tasted it, and that was it.
And she knew to back the fuck up because she was gonna goddamn go crazy. You know.
So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
I'm gonna put some of this in a Ziploc bag because I got a feeling.
Oh, see, Nikki,
it's a wrap for this. I don't even like sweet popcorn.
That's how you gonna find Nikki? Okay.
Hey, look, I'm from a popcorn capital. Garrett's is out of Chicago, and I don't.
Want to be coming in to get a popcorn?
I don't.
You know, we got autos.
Right, you got autos, but I don't even fuck with the sweet popcorn. This is the first time I ever had sweet popcorn.
I don't like sweet popcorn at all. I do not like it.
The only thing I ever ate was Chicago mix, and that's caramel and cheddar, which he called it grown and sexy. And oh my goodness, and that motherfucking good. Let me tell you,
you better understand me when I
can't figure it out. I cannot figure the fuck out.
Good is that one I was eating earlier, right? The butter and the cheese.
Yes,
nostalgic flavor that takes me back.
Yeah,
to the penny candy house lady, and I can't remember. It's something I used to eat as a kid from the candy store that's identical to that good.
Baby,
that good. Oh,
I'm trying to told y'all, honey.
But that Christmas mix, you see, I put that motherfucker down immediately.
You had to put it down because listen, I'm telling you, I had to put it up too because
I'm gonna be.
Oh, hey, can you give me another one of them grown and sexy?
You want? Okay.
That motherfucker gone.
Is it gone?
I might be going too. I hope it's something in the refrigerator.
No, that motherfucker actually gone. The bag is gone out to trash. It's gone.
Oh Lord, have mercy. I think I got another one over here.
I need you to make sure. The reason I'm saying it because I'm going to hand it to Nay so she can go ahead and because that's what she was looking for, and it's not over here anymore.
And it's so good, Nay.
That's all right, honey. Let me get Eric all together because I'm ordering his right now as we speak, child.
Please do, because look at him. He look like he about to cry.
I know he about ready. He finna stick the dogs on us, child.
Friday. He gonna cry in the car.
He finna stick the dogs on us, honey.
Hey,
Who let the dogs out, honey? Who let the dogs out?
When I go to Detroit, nigga, I'm showing up about 6 a.m. Get my rental car, and I'm gonna cruise on there just in time for one of them motherfucking breakfasts that he be goddamn.
Right. Well, ding dong.
Ding dong.
You more than enough.
What's happening?
We seen it.
Yes, right. They told me. They told me I wanted to go to EHOP. Fuck IHOP. They want to go to EHOP.
Right. How about that? Okay.
This motherfucker got on Bigo show. Clean the fuck out. He made a whole rotisserie chicken in the little, the foodie.
Yeah.
He had collard greens. He had baked macaroni and cheese. Then somebody bought him chocolate cupcakes the night before. This motherfucker.
Okay, as she paused.
He showed, listen, and he made 2 pans of macaroni.
There's some in the freezer for you.
Well, when I get my damn macaroni and cheese, that's when your popcorn gonna show up. You better dry ice it.
Oh.
Then the other day, that motherfucker made French toast with the fucking bagels.
With the fucking bagels. You saw that shit?
Yes, I seen that shit.
I said, you know what?
In the making of that shit.
E, you should have seen me, motherfucker. I was like, you know what? That's the day he'd have fought me because I'd have put my finger.
He was putting all the ingredients.
I'd put my finger right on your plate. Like, you want
to go to rum extract, the vanilla extract.
Hey, Meech, here you go. Right here. You want this? If he'd pulled that plate out in front of me, goddamn it, I'd put my finger on your bagel.
Right.
You want this, right?
Yeah, he's gonna tell the youngest always get done wrong. You so damn stupid. Are you the baby of the bunch? Are you the baby? For real? God.
Yeah, his birthday after mine.
Oh, child, did you know how long it's been since I have not been the baby of the bunch? Good evening.
I'm telling mama.
You better not tell.
Wait a minute. What was that?
I'm telling mama. He said, you better not tell.
You better not tell. I wash the dishes if you don't tell.
Right. You don't tell. I get some of my allowance.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we just ordered you your own, all by yourself.
All by yourself.
Right. Okay.
I got shit.
My brother, you got to get your own.
We need those mixtapes. We need to make some of them. My brother.
It's all good. Meech.
Yeah.
You looking out for me?
I am.
Out for you. I got you.
Oh, Lord.
I asked you to burn me a copy first. You ain't gotta be like that.
She ain't gonna watch it. No after you.
Putting that badness on my name in these Bigo streets.
What badness?
Not the Bigo streets.
You know damn well I come in the room and shut it down if they even act like they gonna say something about
me. No, you and your girls talking about I'm Bigo pimping.
That was them. I did not say that. But you do be big Ben over there. He talk to all the girls. He know where all the fly girls at over there.
You know what? We ain't gonna go there because he gonna make me call. He gonna make me call him damn Captain Picard.
Captain Kirk was the one out there getting
the
girls.
Remember Captain Kirk. I'm gonna call him Captain Picard, honey.
Kirk was the one that stopped on every motherfucking planet and got him a girl.
Right. This child going over, okay. He all in the motherland and shit. Oh, we got friends over there. We international.
Yeah, Leah. Them Bigo streets ain't nothing to play with, boo.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
I'm taking that junk off of my phone.
Hey, Bigo will wear your battery out.
You gotta turn the goddamn combs off. I'm gonna be hearing that pew pew all day.
No. My phone on silent.
Because y'all know what I do? I go on Bigo on my iPad, so I cut it off.
Y'all go stop. I see you, Amy.
Now, how about since I've been on Bigo with y'all, I done got hit up in my inbox talking about who need a sugar daddy. I'm finna start cussing people out.
Girl, I got 9,000 of those, honey.
Girl.
I'm sure you got some too. You ain't get none of the ones.
You have no idea.
Honey,
sugar mama. Let me help y'all. Let me help y'all. Okay. When a nigga hit you up in your inbox and he say, "Who need a sugar daddy?" You tell that nigga that no, I don't want a sugar daddy. I want a payday.
340 messages.
Okay.
Get a payday.
And most of the ones that come in the inbox talking about sugar daddies and sugar mommies are them scams trying to get your damn Cash App thing to scam your shit.
Right. Do you have a WhatsApp app? I have a special video for you.
Yeah, I tell them I don't have none of that.
I don't give you.
App. I don't have no.
The man told me he wanted to give me $2,200 a week. I said, all right, thanks. Bye, block. Fuck out of here.
Right.
Listen, Emeka.
Oh, stop. Okay.
Hey, y'all, send y'all a picture on Monday of my car when it gets done.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, I got shit.
It's 12
I got
o'clock.
you.
My ass need to go to sleep.
Okay, I got you, E. The order has been placed.
I
know, yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Don't tell me right
there. I've been summoned for after the show.
Oh,
that's not.
What is it?
Look what it's saying.
So, anywho, wait a minute. Did I touch all my points today? Let me see. Because y'all know I'm supposed to always read this how I write it. Because when I put it up, I forget to do that part. So, yeah.
I had a call today, I must admit. Outside of that last 20 minutes.
Don't worry. I still want some chicken though. Don't worry, baby.
Okay, I got to fry some chicken. I got the chicken. I gotta that I have to I gotta fry. I should put it in the oven though, because I don't feel like waiting on it now. If I put it in the oven, I'm like, okay, we can slow burn it, slow cook it, sit down here. I just bought some more chicken broth and stuff, and I can sit down here and let it go into the chicken broth.
There we go.
Okay. And that's what I need to get into. Here we go.
What? It is 12 o'clock. What we getting into?
Oh, yeah. Okay, girl, as much as you over there on the damn Bigo streets, honey, you gonna like it.
I get paid to be on Bigo streets.
I understand all that, bitch, but wait a minute, hooker. Hold on, shit.
Be on there that long. I be trying to get my beans. Don't nobody want to over there that damn long.
Tell them to come over here and watch you over here. They can throw the beans over there.
They all
trying to get their beans too. Everybody I hang with hosts. They all hosts. We don't hate them.
Okay, let me give y'all this real quick. Okay.
That's what you go ahead. What we got to talk about?
Okay. Hotel etiquette.
Lord, I thought we did that before.
No. Mm-mm. Because I'm gonna lump this in with customer service. Okay, I'm gonna lump all this in. Because see, customer service, children. Why is it that customers forget that they are a part of customer service? Okay. And hotel etiquette. And the reason why I'm lumping those two together, because yes, we talked about hotel etiquette before, but I need for y'all to understand something. Damn it, we are still in a pandemic. I don't give a fuck what y'all do with that vaccine or not. Whether you take it or not, I don't give a fuck about them telling you that Texas, the governor done uplifted all of the mask mandates there. Mississippi governor did the same thing. We are still in a pandemic.
Oklahoma too.
Oklahoma did too.
They gotta be fucking kidding me. They trying to kill everybody.
Because we got this damn vaccine, the vaccine is still not 100%.
Nope.
And it's a vaccine. It don't say cure.
There is no cure.
And they've said that. Said that this is not a cure.
It's not a cure.
And you still making the coronavirus, even if you do have the vaccine in your veins.
And the damn thing is still mutating into new strains. So you have to wear your motherfucking masks. And the CDC has they done told y'all to wear 2 of them.
But you see how contradictory it sounds for the CDC to tell us that we need to wear 2 of them, but then you got 3 motherfucking states who say you ain't got to wear them at all.
Exactly. So here's where I am, because at the donut factory, I don't make too much of an issue of it, because right now I have no protections. Okay, I'm part-time. We don't have insurance benefits at the moment, so I don't have any medical insurance. Okay, and this and the other. The police are overworked right now, so if I were to call for them to come, it's going to take a minute.
Right.
And it's not that they won't show up; it's going to take a minute. And by the time they get there,
time out. Health insurance, right?
Right.
As part of the new package, Biden has opened up the portal again for the health insurance. You might want to look into that.
Yeah, but they said that they won't make it even cheaper. The cheapest one is like $300. They said they didn't want to make it cheap because I don't have it either. But then when you try to choose one for your needs, you're not going to get what you need. So it's
I know, and that there is where it becomes problematic.
What they need to do is make everybody, if you don't have health insurance through your job, everybody should be eligible for Medicaid. Period.
However, now being at the donut factory,
I know Bernie, right?
We don't have to sit down here. I don't make a big deal out of it, because if by the time I tell you to put the mask on, we supply masks coming in the door. We supply a goddamn mask. Folks will come up in here and they fly by or think that because they walk quickly to the elevator that they don't, all that old bullshit. Or how about this? You got the goddamn mask, but wait a minute. I know I got one around here. But you wear it up under your neck. Or you wear it here.
Right. Now that shit gets on my fucking
Okay, you wear it here.
How the fuck you or down here, stupid?
You hold it in the motherfucking hand. Okay? To say that you got it. Okay? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now, do you think because they came indoors, they felt like they was taking it off? The people who have it in their hand?
No, because mind you, I give it to you. These are the ones that you're getting from us. So you're taking it out of the box, and then you're walking in with your hand. Okay. Now, I have seen those.
That is the one I hate the most. That shit.
I have seen children come in and they forgot that they had the one that's up under their chin, and they put another one on top. Okay. I'm like, but you got the one right there, baby. But but
shit,
it's funny.
They want to put it on. Look,
I got a mask on.
Okay.
That part.
I got it. Oh, I know. Okay.
It's right here. Well, bitch, what the fuck is it doing us?
Right. How about this? You coming in with a group. Everybody in your group got one but you. Now, you're coming in the motherfucking building. Okay. You don't even act as if you're going to act like, because you don't want to mess up your hair, or you done just got your face did and you don't want to mess up your makeup.
Right.
I can tell you, I think that's the problem with a lot of women.
That is.
I think a lot of women are choosing to wear the
shields.
Because I know in the beginning, remember, I would always put on my lipstick on my lip gloss and stuff, and then put my mask on and be mad as shit because then the print is on my fucking mask.
Right.
Hey,
So that is where we are. So hotel etiquette, honey. We need for you guys to really understand, babies. Just because you're spending your money does not mean you get free reign on your motherfucking vacation. Okay.
You can't come and spread your germs every motherfucking where.
Just
That's
because
what I was mad about last weekend, because I was like, oh, these motherfuckers.
You are spending your money does not give you carte blanche to treat any and everybody in the hotel as if they are your personal servants.
Yeah, please keep in mind, people, most of us got a job of some sort. You don't want nobody to come on your job and disrespect you, right?
Okay. Let me tell y'all this. If you're going to order from Grubhub or Postmates or DoorDash or whatever other ones, the Uber Eats and all the other ones that are out there, you know motherfucking well you got to come downstairs to get your shit.
Exactly.
Okay, we're in a pandemic, and our policy has changed, so we stopped letting them go up. Period. But now we're in a pandemic, honey. No, you got to bring your ass downstairs.
Exactly.
Okay.
And no, they can't leave your food here.
Don't sit down and look at the app and put all this shit in the app and only give your first name and the last initial. Do not forget to put in the damn. I know on Grubhub they got a comment section. How to deliver. Put your motherfucking room number there so we know who the hell to call. Okay, because yes.
How about call me when you get there because I'm in a hotel so I can come and meet you.
Right. Okay.
Because in an ideal world, you barely want the people deliver your food to touch your food. You actually have a
you ain't leaving your shit with me.
Exactly.
Okay. Understand.
I don't want to be responsible for your shit.
Right.
So you have your ass here when they get here.
Right. Understand, people. Understand. If they tell you that the bathrooms are closed, ain't no need you getting upset because the bathroom was fucking closed.
Don't you got a motherfucking bathroom in your room?
Hello.
First of all,
you at a hotel.
Think about whether you acknowledge this is real or not. You still know what it is.
Okay. So let's deal with that. Okay. Understand, overstand, understand, understand. You're gonna have to pay for parking. If you forgot to budget that in your allotment,
then that ain't nobody's fault but yours.
Ain't nobody's fault but yours. Okay. Ain't nobody's fault but yours. And you have to put that into your budget.
I'm coming down because I want to get on the bed.
Okay. That there is that. Customer service is just that. But it also says customer.
Yes.
So you have to be of service to us as well.
And it don't mean that you get to act a fucking fool just because you are a customer. Don't nobody gotta put up with that shit.
Okay.
Go fucking home and act crazy.
Listen, just because you are a guest and we tell you that all of our outlets are closed, that does not give you fucking carte blanche or give you the fortitude to want to now cuss us out because room service ain't available. Oh, y'all don't have anything? Bitch, it's closed.
I had told your ass.
Right.
The bar is closed due to the pandemic. No. Oh, well, what kind of hotel is this that doesn't have a bar? Bitch, we got one. It's closed. What kind of bitch are you that if you knew you was going to be a drinking ass bastard, honey, you didn't stop off at the package store before you got here, hooker?
Right.
And put it in your motherfucking purse, bitch.
Ask questions before the fuck you make your reservations.
Okay.
All, like I said, in the end, in the ideal world, stay your monkey ass at home. It's a pandemic going on. It's been going on for a whole year. You want to act brand new now? Like this ain't going on?
Here is the thing here. I've said this before, and I'm going to say this one more again.
Tell them one more again.
Hotel rooms are designed to where each bed in the room only sleeps 2 people. All right? So if you have a 1-bedroom unit, the maximum number of people allowed to stay in the room is 2 people. If you have a 2-bedroom or a double, the maximum number is 4 people. Okay? 4. Okay? Go ahead.
Do they have 2.5 bedrooms or 1.5 in case you want to have a threesome or something?
He get on my fucking nerves.
I'm a idiot.
He get on my nerves.
Because I'm going to need a 1.5.
It's right here.
Hirsch.
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 Have a legitimate question.
Now,
we wasn't talking about nothing like that.
Now, here's where it is.
Jose, let me get out of here.
I said that the maximum number of people to stay in the room. Okay, because oftentimes what has been happening, folks will sit down there, they get a room, and then they want to bring Pookie and Mookie, you know, Ray Ray, Shaquanda.
Yeah, all them.
Okay, aha.
Yeah, you see it.
Says that
What up, big bro?
It's called the FEMA shelter. Hey, Stan.
Okay, so
what up, Stan?
It is imperative that you follow the rules. We have had a number of people, especially for those of y'all trying to go down there throwing birthday parties.
Oh Lord.
You want to come down here? Wait. Now I know at my donut factory, we have a sign on the when you check in.
It say no parties on the paper.
Say no parties. We are a non-party hotel. Okay. Now, when you sign the paperwork, it says that you agree to understand that this is a no-party hotel. Okay.
That'd be kind of fucked up if you get somebody in there that's the Democrat or Republican because they don't.
Hey,
and they say, you know what? I ain't.
I'm saying,
okay.
But yeah, that was a tough show y'all did today, Stan.
Okay. But here's where it is. We'll get sick motherfuckers that'll come up in. We done told you it ain't no party, but you bringing balloons already blowing up. They coming in, honey. You got stacks of
y'all ain't even stupid enough to try to smuggle the helium little thing.
You come up in with the damn cake. With the cake. Yeah. So we like, okay, we already know this is a party because shit, you got party. So now, hold on.
Stuff going on.
Wait. Then you sit down there and say, oh, no, this is not that, honey. It's just going to be me and my daughter. She's 16, and I want to get a little room. That's all. And then yet we watching you coming back and forth with traffic. Because now, because of COVID, we done told you, honey, we got restrictions. Everybody just can't be going up and down these goddamn steps. When you get there, you only allow this amount of people. Well, now they coming in 2 at a time, 2 here, 2 here. Next thing you know, it's 16 folks in a 1-bedroom. Okay. And then you get mad because we come and evict you when we get a noise complaint. Okay.
Not to mention that most of these hotels now have those cameras in the hallway, so they see who's going back and forth.
Okay. So now you get upset with me. Now, I done got, I've been offered bribes and carrying on. Oh, you want to come in? Because I told y'all this before. When I go knocking on the door, I try to be light about it. I'm like, y'all know why I'm here. I didn't get no invitation to this, so you know why I'm here.
Right.
Okay. I'm not supposed to even know you doing this. See, and that means if I'm here, that means we know you're doing it.
Right.
So if y'all want to try to be nickel slick, and I told y'all this the last time, if you trying to throw a fucking party, the kind of money that you done spent,
dang, you is stupid.
But get a goddamn party room.
That's all.
You could have got one of the damn conference rooms or whatever. Exactly. Okay.
You on punishment. Straight to your room right
now. Now, Meech. Let me help you out.
Lottie.
I stayed at a reputable hotel this past weekend, right?
Right.
Had a beautiful room. Okay. And when I first got there, let's start when I checked in, because I checked in early at check-in time. Right?
Really big stuff.
But look, I checked in early, right? So, check-in time was 3 o'clock. So I go up to when I get there, I said, well, let me go get this so I'll be all set up. And then when I come back down here for my stay later on this evening, everything will be smooth. So when I walk into the lobby, I'm walking into the lobby and I'm thinking this is a grand hotel, to the way it is, which it is. But when I walked in, it looked like strokers and pinups threw up in the lobby.
Oh shit.
I looked out and I was like, and I was looking around, and I felt like Superman in a room full of kryptonite. I was like, damn, if this hotel was a buffet, it'd be Golden Corral right now. I was looking around, and then they were just so polite. And like, oh, you can go next. Oh, how you doing? And I'm looking like, if you don't shut up before I fuck you, look.
Whoa. Oh.
I was like, I'm not supposed to see all them asses and breasts and stomachs and connected to super weave. I mean, it was
not super weave. Shit.
I saw people checking in, which they kind of understood the etiquette because it was a girl next to me had a whole damn gallon of top shelf cognac. And I looked over and I said, what's in that box? She said, oh, this is 1745. I was like, oh, that's great. I said, what room you in? I'm going to stop by and give me a shot. She said, oh, you can? I said, yes, I'm in thought heaven right then. I knew right immediately what the hell was going on. I have tripped and fallen into a basket of thoughts. And so,
I'm not with you. Not a basket of thoughts.
Not a basket of thoughts.
So what I did was I put my horse blinders on like I was in the Kentucky Derby. Right? And I galloped my ass up there to the lady, and I doggone gave the information of my reservation. And I got my key, and I turned around with my blinders on, and I galloped my ass back out to my truck. And
I am not with you.
And I got the hell on. And when it was time for me to get my significant other and us to go down to get away for the weekend, I never spoke on because I didn't know how to actually approach the conversation, so I just left it alone.
Okay.
This is where the plot thickens.
Oh,
a
shit.
great grand friend of mine, great guy. Y'all should meet him. I think you know him. But look.
Oh, Lord.
He suggested a certain place to eat. Now, by this time, we are relaxing and enjoying the ambiance of the space in there. And she's impressed. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was standing up there like I was Frank White. Like I was sold all the dope in America. Okay. So here it is. The meal comes. I'm indisposed at the moment. And I was like, well, just take the key and go down there and tell them my name. And that they'll give you the food and you can bring it back up. She says, fine. But the time the food was coming is the same time that the thoughts have transformed into super thoughts. They're ready for the club so they can get their thoughtism on.
Not the thoughtism.
Right.
Thoughtism, honey.
Thoughtism. Yeah.
My significant other into the middle, the basking flames of the hellacious thoughtisms. And when she came back, she had pizza, and it was still hot because she had to go through a plethora of thoughts to get back to the room. And she had this look on her face. And she asked me, she said, you say bitches down here? And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to say something.
Right. Right.
Let's focus on this pizza.
Good evening.
What? When you went to get that pizza and you saw all the thoughts of America.
The convention. Okay.
Yeah, thought convention.
A thought convention. But yeah, so in all of that, people, you want to spend your money to have a good time naturally. But I'm going to be continuously saying this anytime I have to bring this subject up. Always remember, the customer is not always right.
Period.
Nope.
Period.
The customer is always the customer.
That part. That's the only part that is always right. That the customer is always the customer.
The customer is always the customer. Okay? And yes, we understand that you're spending your money. I mean, here, I'm a consumer, so I get it and I understand, because I know I could be a little bit that way when I'm on the other side and I get impatient. And I had to remind myself, bitch, I had to put myself in job mode sometimes so that I don't become antagonistic. At the same time, understand, understand, overstand, understand, okay, that you are part of the fucking solution. If you don't come in and do the thing the right way, or if your complaint is always, you got to come down here and you don't know how to talk to somebody, okay, shit happens from time to time. Okay, so you have to jiggle the handle on your damn toilet to get it to flush or whatever. You do that shit at home, don't you? Don't act like everything's supposed to be sugar shit perfect. And you know, did you know how much money I'm spending to be up in here?
You in a prestigious hotel. Why would you even act like that when you standing down there complaining and the biggest thing on you that you're wearing is your mask? I'm just trying to.
Right.
You weren't complaining. You weren't complaining when you put that baby oil on to slide them goddamn pants on, those hot pants. And you weren't complaining when you doggone took the doggone leftover roll from the tissue to roll them breasts up so they'll fit inside that sports bra.
Oh my God.
Okay. So understand that, people, and take that across the board, not just at hotels. Okay, not just at hotels, but take that across the board. When we're dealing with customer service issues, I just had to call down to Columbus, Georgia, and complain about the sheriff's department because they've just changed the rules yet again.
Yeah.
And the way the officer spoke to me on the phone, she gave me that attitude of, I don't need to be talking to you on the phone. You need to just bring your ass down here and comply.
Who the fuck? What?
And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm trying to understand, what am I complying to?
Right.
And by the time we got through with this damn exchange, I called the sheriff's department directly. And I said, no, y'all customer service sucks.
Right.
We understand that we are getting new rules. I understand. I told the lady, I said, listen, I work in security, so I don't have the same power that you do, but I understand, being on the front line.
Right.
I understand you tired of saying this umpteen times because folks calling down there.
Say it to me,
I get it, but bitch, you ain't said it to me. Number one. Number two, I'm brand new. Now I'm asking you what the hell is going on. And then I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I said, never mind. You know what? I need to talk to somebody who can make decisions because apparently you can't. Well, you never asked me a question. I said, I'm trying to put it together, honey. Wait a minute, hold up, because now I'm thinking, I'm like, well, what about packages and care? No, I just sent books and y'all sending money orders back. What's going on? Oh, they can get their books. We had you need to have seen the news because we had sent out and it was a press release. I said, honey, I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm in Atlanta. You're in Columbus. That there was local news, honey. We don't get y'all local news.
We don't get y'all local news, bitch.
Okay. But something that takes precedent like this should have went national or at least statewide because you're a fucking jail facility.
Because they're twisted. They think what happens in Mayberry, goddamn, everybody know about. But we don't we don't get.
Would you tell them again, Red, please?
We don't get. We think what happens in Mayberry, all of us hear about it, and we don't give two shits about who milked the last cow. Fuck you.
Right. Folks get tested when they done blew that stimmy on a good time and the fantasy don't work out as planned. Child.
We can't tax ball and you trying to mess up our fun.
Okay, right. So you're in understanding all of that and carrying on, and speaking with the woman. She said, "Well, wow." She said, "Well, you're very cordial with me." I said, "Honey, all I needed was understanding and carrying on. I'm trying to get what done changed, why it changed, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, yakety. What's up?" So she ended up sending me the press release. I was like, "That's all y'all need to, the customer service in here has it." And so she told me, well, the next time that happens, then ask to speak to the lieutenant or the sergeant on duty. Okay. Now y'all know the last time I talked to the fucking lieutenant on duty, honey, I gotta just be glad they ain't gonna come to your house no more. Okay. That was on Valentine's Day when I had the police at my door abruptly. Okay, looking for somebody who died. Okay, and my response from the lieutenant was, well, be glad that now we know that they're not going to come to your door no more. Okay. So be that as it may. So, the customer service, the customer is part of that. And I know at times, we all are human. There are moments, honey, where folks will say some shit and it'll hit you the wrong way. And sometimes your tone will be persnickety. Huh? And this, that, and the third. And you have to put yourself in check. I know I've done that a few times, but I had to tell the folks, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry. That wasn't for you. I'm sorry. I owe you an apology." I've done that because, hell, I get pissed. But at the same time, that's what I say. You are the customer. You are part of the solution. If you want great service, you have to be great service. And it goes both ways. So, yes, if y'all going to hotels, spending your money, stop acting like you the goddamn grand diva. Listen, we ain't gonna give y'all 500,000 motherfucking towels, goddammit. And stop acting as if we supposed to give you an extra motherfucking blanket. Bitch, didn't we tell y'all you ain't supposed to have nobody up in there? Now you asking for extra sheets and extra blankets. Bitch, we know what the tea is.
Right. And if that was the case, you should have bought something with you, motherfucker. You smuggled in everything else.
Right. Hell.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if you was eating the third girl outright, she'd be sleeping up under you.
Oh, my God.
So on that note, I don't have no cupcakes up in here. Alabama ain't here, so I can't eat nobody outright.
Oh, my God.
That was a Betty Crocker moment.
What is this?
What the hell is going on tonight?
What?
It means, why are so many of us Black Christians, when the Bible was used to oppress our people, God of the Bible confined slavery? I ain't with it. Okay, well, Jerry. Okay, you trying to? That's a whole new show.
We're gonna talk about that another day, Jerry. All right,
that's a whole new show.
Right.
See, one of the things about that is this, and I'm gonna say that. Oh, wait a minute. What you say? COVID got bed bugs. Okay.
COVID.
The hotel got COVID bed bugs. Anyway, well, I'm gonna say this about religion and Christians and wanting to be a part of something and a belief system. And I said this earlier. A belief system is just that. It is personal. Yes. It is interpersonal. Okay. Right. And a lot of folks, and particularly Black folks, we have come to rely on that which is bigger than us, so that it's supposed to be a source of hope and inspiration. It's supposed to be a driving force to get us to the next level. For those of us who believe that there's something out there bigger than us, whether you call it God, the universe, the omniverse, energy, whatever you call it, it's personal. Okay? What has happened along this journey of living life is that everybody wants to make your personal belief system the gospel truth for everybody to follow. And because everybody don't follow it to the letter or the exact interpretation of how you say it's supposed to be, then we have all these problems. We got there's so many wars that have been named and done and people killed in the name of Christianity, or in the name of God, or however they call it, whatever they serve. So it's very subjective. And oftentimes, because it's subjective, people get in their feelings real quick because anytime somebody don't agree with them, they feel that that's a personal attack. Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody just needs their own, whatever your path is to your God, the Most High, the universe, the omniverse, whatever you choosing to call him or her. Because I'm one of those people that feel like God made me in the image.
Right.
So that means God for me might be a woman, but for you it's a man. For Reach it might be a gay man. But if we're created in the image, God is everything. And what you perceive it to be is your personal relationship. And that's where everybody got to stop getting in the way of, oh, well, no, it's supposed to be like this. No, it might supposed to be like that for you because your journey is your journey.
He said, I feel like I'm an atheist because I have no proof, my brother. Well, you know what?
And that's your choice as well.
First, okay. All right. Fuck this. All right, look. First and foremost, because this is pissing me off. First and foremost,
what?
All this gay God, girl God, guy God, and all this. The whole thing about spirituality, period, point blank, is faith-based. No matter who you think it is, no matter what you think it is.
Right.
Faith has no gender.
Boom.
The end. All that bullshit, no. It is. Faith is what carries us. I don't care who we look to.
But that's my whole point about it. If you feeling like you were made in God's image, whoever you are, that's going to be your reflection of what you think it is.
Exactly.
It's not your job to tell nobody who they supposed to believe in, how they supposed to believe, what they supposed to believe. Your relationship with whoever you call your creator is yours. And sir, if you believe that you're an atheist because of all of that, that's your choice too. But
and here's the
thing. You ain't gonna do. You can keep that atheist shit over there with you.
All I know is we got here some kind of way, okay?
Well, the whole thing of it is this, because you may call yourself an atheist because you may not believe in God or spirituality the way that it's taught, but you believe in something. Even if it's you believe in yourself. If you believe that I'm the one who have to get up, I make the decisions, I have to make it happen. It's my hands, it's my legs, it's my feet, it's my mind. You know, when I see myself, I can see myself in the higher self. I can see myself aspiring to this. You believe in something. Okay.
That means you got faith in yourself.
And there it is. So you
exactly.
And all of that again becomes very subjective. That there is what guides you. That's a personal thing. And what we have allowed this nation, this world, everybody, look at the stuff that's going on over there in the motherland and in all of the countries of the motherland. Okay. Them children sitting up there, they are fighting. Uganda don't want the gays and this, that, and the other. They don't want this. They're killing folks there where the Bible says that if you don't do this, that the wages of sin is death. But yet at the same time, you telling me thou shalt not kill. Okay. So when you said the Bible has been used to confine slavery, the Bible has been used to confine everything, child. Okay.
He just broke your heart.
It has been used to support anything, child. If you are an adulterer, the Bible will sit down there and tell you that David and all these other kids, they don't have umpteen wives and this, that, and the other. Okay. If you are a murderer, they will sit down there and tell you, hell, the centurion was a killer. And Jesus told him, well, hell, stop doing that and come with me. He said, put your sword down and follow me. He didn't say stop killing. He said, just put your sword down. Okay. So we have a number of things that this book will support, and it will sit down there and carry any and everybody over, and it will get you to where you're trying to get to for how you create the context of it, how you sit down there and put it together. But again, all of it is subjective.
I'm going to say, the thing is this: man wrote these books.
Right.
Man wrote these books. Those are stories that man wrote. Catch this.
The gospel according to, exactly.
Those are the gospels. That's in the New Testament. But I'm talking about, we talk about the Old Testament. I'm talking about the Quran. I'm talking about those very first 5 books of the Old Testament, the Torah.
Right. The Torah.
The man wrote those. But even dig this. At the end of the day, there were still other people in other places at the same times that all of those things were written. So there were more things going on than what's just in those books. So if your whole life is, I'm gonna live the way this Bible say, okay, well, you living it because somebody wrote that story down. It's like, you know, when we pass stuff down from generation to generations, just like he said, the Gospels according to the motherfucking disciples didn't even write those books.
Exactly.
Because they wasn't written till all of them was way long dead.
Right.
So that was some word of mouth shit that got passed down, and then you added your little shit on there. Not to mention the motherfucking books of the stories that they didn't want us to hear, because Mary Magdalene's book is snug, nice and tight in the bottom of the motherfucking Vatican, where they don't want y'all to hear that woman's story, because you don't want to hear what her and Jesus really did. Remember, he came down in the flesh, if that's what you believe.
Right.
And
there's
then
supposed to be a bloodline.
And we'll get the whole King James version thereof.
Exactly.
Right.
So
at the
end of the day, there's
that was not properly interpreted.
It's always, like we said, it's subjective. So if you want to use them as a reference and stuff like that, that's fine. But you can't make somebody else see it the way you see it, because what you read is the message for you.
Right.
What I read might be the same thing you read, and I'm going to get something totally different than you.
Exactly. And on that note, Mr. Wallace, that there is why
I bet not hear you say, "Oh my God, Mr. Wallace."
No, he could say it, because here right now, what power does that have? Right now, that's just a colloquialism.
Listen.
You know, it's a colloquialism, and so you know it goes up to everything else. I mean, you know, hell, listen, you know. When I was a kid, we were always taught that you weren't supposed to speak in tongues without having an interpreter nearby, because there was spiritually an interpreter was supposed to interpret the tongues. Well, now everybody now want to act as if they speak in the tongue, even be ta 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 and all that kind of stuff. They done made fun of it. You know, it's Chandela Shoto and all this.
Tongues be sounding too much alike.
You know, so when you hear all this,
else do it.
Listen. And the one thing that I learned about speaking in tongues was that everybody's tongues were supposed to have been different. Okay, nobody has the same tongues.
Right.
But if you listen to this shit now, everybody's saying the same exact thing. That's how come it became a joke. Ishandala Shoto. Okay.
Meech, real quick before we leave off. The shit that my son said to us when he was 5.5 years old over there in that motherfucking apartment in Hanbach, Germany. When he said that shit and he spoke in whatever tongue he was, we ain't no Christians or nothing like that, so we don't speak like that. He wasn't speaking in Arabic, nothing that he heard us speak either. To this day, I ain't never heard nothing like it since then.
Right.
You understand? Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing, because whatever the Most High is, whoever and whatever it is, you're gonna be answering for that bullshit. Keep on playing.
And the thing of it is, my feeling is you're already answering for it now. See, because your experiences, I tell folks this, and I tell this to atheists all the time. Your experience dictate who God is or is not to you.
To you. Oh, come on.
Okay. Based upon your life. And see, your life is a new book of the Bible.
Ooh, because it's a story.
Your life story. Because if you tell, come on, Gladys, if anyone should ever write my life story.
My life story.
Okay. So your walk and your journey, your experiences become another book of the Bible.
Come on.
Okay. Based upon how everything is and how, you know, what showed up in your world. And, you know, so as a believer, I know what has happened for me.
Right.
You know, and I can only, the song said, you can't tell it, let me tell it, what the Lord has done for me. You can't tell my story.
Come on.
Okay. And for those who don't believe the way that it's taught, and they have damn good merit not to, because the shit gets confusing. I say, let your own experiences tell you what it is. Your experiences are going to dictate that.
And if you look inside yourself and be serious with yourself,
right,
the answers will be there.
Exactly. Exactly. Because we have everything.
Do your research and find other sources of religion to read, like the Quran and things of that nature.
And not just religion, but there's other.
Just be in your Just being your own authentic, true self. If you lay down and just think about things, everybody has that little voice, what we want to call intuition, or your inner thoughts, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You let that spirit, that's your spirit. You let your spirit be your guide.
Right.
True.
Right.
You won't have to listen to nobody else. Because
exactly.
At the end of the day, if you do believe in any higher power, all you could do is live in a righteous way, whatever you think is a right way to you. People know right from wrong once you get older.
Right.
You learn right from wrong.
Here's the thing, but to go back to your question, why are so many blacks Christians? Because that we were told to be.
And I was getting ready saying that depends on
blacks
where you
in
are.
this country
Because
were
where
told
I lived,
to be.
Where I lived, the majority of the people and most of the places where I come from are not Christians.
Right. You know, and that's why. So in all of that, Mr. Wallace, you know, that's where
Thank
this
you
is.
for the
So
spike, though.
you know, whatever this is that guides you along your way, you know, as my brother Red there said, honey, you know, it's faith, regardless of how you look at it. You believe in something, even if it's you believe it in you. You have enough faith or luck or fortitude or knowledge or whatever you want to call it to know that when I put my mind to it, maybe you're the ultimate planner. You're gonna organize, and I got the plan here. I got my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan, my 20-year plan. Okay, and it's gonna do here. You know how to tweak it and dirge and dodge and carry on to get around pitfalls, whatever that is, and that's who you know it to be because you got proven this is how it works. Then there you have it, baby, and don't let nobody take that from you.
Exactly.
You don't have to have the moniker of Christian.
I was going to say, if it's science for you,
right?
Because most atheists usually be scientists or they believe heavily in the science. Whatever it is, whatever works best for you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what it is.
That's what most people get wrong, where you trying to tell somebody else who they should be or how they should
exactly.
worship,
And
or
it
whatever.
don't it don't work that way.
I don't want to tell nobody how to believe or what they should do. If you ask me about what I do, I can tell you everything that I've learned and everything that I studied and why I don't conform to any mainstream religions, because it's not for me. My spirit told me that there was more to it than what somebody else put in the book.
There's more to it out there, honey. You can't teach me that all things work together for the good and those who love the Lord, and then tell me that there's restrictions on all.
Right. Or then tell me I can't question God, but then the next minute when I come to the motherfucking leader with a problem, you say, well, ask God. Well, which one is it? Do I ask him or do I don't?
How about that? Go ahead, Buck.
No, I just want to say that thank you to all the people that's been chiming in on YouTube tonight. By all means, please, if you like what you have saw, please like, subscribe, and share with others. And there are also other people on the platform who have things as well that they do. Please look into Meech's profile. I'm sure you'll be able to find them and find their YouTube pages as well. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, for a public service announcement.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Exactly. It's not our job to tell people who to be, honey. And for references, I want y'all to go and look at The Birth of a Nation.
Yes.
The new with the Nat Turner movie with what's the baby name?
And if you want to be really pissed off, watch the first one.
You know, okay. Look at that and things. Go look at Stigmata. Go look at The Last Temptation of Christ.
Child, go turn on Erykah Badu song. If
okay, and how about that? Because
The Last Temptation of Christ, they don't have that type of doggone. They can't sit still that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all just gotta do this for yourself, honey. Can't nobody tell you what your faith is. You gotta figure it out on your own, honey.
Yeah, and that's what it is. That's why this whole thing is subjective. And we live in a country to where they're trying to make it permanent. They're trying to make it something to where everybody is supposed to following this, that, and the other. I mean, that's what all the laws are. Everybody fighting for religious freedom, religious rights. We already got that. You already have it. Stop trying. You want to stop trying to shove everything down somebody's throat.
Right.
Then stop trying to shove that down the throat of a pill that not everybody wants to take, honey.
Right.
I don't care if you crush it up and put it in some water. That medicine don't work for me.
It don't.
I'm allergic to it, honey. I have allergic reactions. Okay, it has bad side effects. No, I'm not taking that. And this country wants to do that and under the moniker of having a moral majority and this, that, and the other, instead of listening to folks and saying, okay, let's go with basic rights and wrongs about this thing. Okay, because in order to make us thrive, there are universal rights and wrongs that everybody follows. And then you have your personal rights and truths that guide your life and say, okay, like we grew up, honey, what goes on in this house, stay in this house. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like what goes on in here, as we used to tell our kids, or tell the kids, when you get your own, you can make your own rules and shit when you get your own. You understand?
Right.
So when we get to that, honey, that's what this whole thing is. So, Mr. Wallace, thank you for being candid. And I'm hoping, right, and I'm hoping that what we've shared here have answered your question as to why a lot of Black folks are Christians, especially when Christianity, honey, was not us; it was thrown upon us, and especially when everything that our ancestors were told about Christianity was slaves obey your master.
Right, because we wasn't able to get that full.
Okay,
book. We was only able to get the part about the being a slave part.
Right,
be obedient to your masters. That's the only part they gave us.
Right. Okay, so with that, and yeah, we say, and that's what praise and stuff come through, because we had to find a way out of it. That's how come we can sing and our songs and our blues and our rhythm and blues and our what the gospels and stuff that we sing are so magnificently delicious, because that was us in prayer mode, crying out to who was ever going to listen and be like, okay, give me the steps to get through this.
Because remember, we was in a new land.
Right.
We talk to Africans, and still to right now this day, even if they Christian Africans or Muslim Africans, when you hear them talk, what they say is they cry out to the gods of their land.
Plural,
gods
right.
of our land.
Okay. Team Xbox. Oh, you were still here. Okay, cool.
Oh,
he said,
thank you, baby.
Great show tonight, y'all. And to Jerry, believe what you want to believe, bro. As long as you ain't forcing your views on others, let God be whatever you want. And don't need to be religious. I respect all. One love. All right.
You know okay. What? You 17 years old. I love you.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution, Team Box.
Yes,
please like and share and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Every day,
especially if you got other young people like yourself.
Listen, every old person ain't wise and every young person ain't dumb. We got to
How about that?
Each other.
Exactly.
Every morning.
Exactly. So having said all that, everybody, let me let you guys get back into your worlds. It is Saturday night, and we're now a Sunday morning.
I was in the bed, so I calmed down.
You know, so
be professional. I was in the bed.
Oh, that's right. Set your clocks, everybody. The clocks go up an hour tonight.
Well, thank God we got these individuals.
Bring forward, fall back.
Bring forward. Yeah, we go up an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, we go up an hour, honey. So set your clocks 1 hour. Now, if y'all got them digital and carrying on, honey, they're going to do it automatically.
Right.
But I got something. Yeah.
Look, your stove, your coffee pot, your microwave.
Right.
You need to do that yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Spring forward, honey.
Don't be late for work tomorrow. We done told you now.
Okay, so don't forget, before you lay down, take your clocks, put them an hour early. I mean, yeah, we're gonna lose one. We're losing one. You know, usually we do it at 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning. So 2 becomes 3.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Now what they usually do when we fall back, they wait till 3 o'clock and then make it to 2. So that way the bar's still closed. Right. So be that as it may. So, honey, y'all may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech, and Aunt Nikki, and the big guy ally down there, that's Big Red, and our special guest correspondent, honey, all the way from the network, honey. The COO, honey, that's Eric Butler down there. Okay. And honey, we're gonna tell you, honey, if you love us, tell all of your friends, honey. If you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies. But do know this: one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing over here will move forward. Okay. So, darlings, thank you. On Sunday, honey, tomorrow we're gonna do I said what I said Sundays.
Yes.
And that way, honey. That's all this participation, honey. We give you the opportunity to come on up in here.
You know what? I hope the young man Xbox come back tomorrow.
Okay.
I said what I said Sunday.
I said what I said.
17-year-old opinion, baby.
Okay, and it gives you the opportunity to sound off on a topic. I'm gonna let y'all have one topic. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes because I got to cap everybody.
That's it.
Because if I let y'all ramble, then y'all sound like us, and we end up being on here 6-7 hours. No. Okay. So you get 5 minutes on the subject, honey, and we're going to let you come on up in. So that's I said what I said Sundays. Now be respectful. We go all that tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Well, as far as what the rules and stuff are, okay.
You want
so having said all that,
I'll make you a rolling credit. You want me to do a rolling credit on that? You got 5 minutes. Don't be disrespectful.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a banner. Okay, what's that roll? Yeah, that's got to be a banner. That's got to be a banner. Right. If you have not seen it already, go to my YouTube page and look at my my review on Coming to America.
Yes.
I enjoyed it very much. Thank you, and I agree with many of the things you said.
Okay, and coming soon, I just recently watched the United States versus Billie Holiday.
We doing that one together.
Okay. Nikki want to do that one with me. So we
him when he was here. We doing that one together.
Okay, Lord. Okay. So my next
because y'all know I'm a documentary freak. So the fact that the movie more correlated with the stuff that's in the documentaries that I watched, that made me happy.
So that okay. I'm yawning.
Not you yawning.
Yeah, I just yawned, honey. So okay, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, honey. Ooh.
We're gonna go make some beans, I think. Yes.
I get it, honey.
I'm about to turn on some music and make some beans. Scene.